need Madison's Red Lobster dress. I love saying that. And I'm going to need to never see Shep in a banana hammock again. Ooh. Welcome to Showmance, guys, the only show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth.
Dives as deep as Madison's devotion has to be for Miss Patricia to haul those big sparkly jumps over to the manse just to give her the hot tub download.
Yeah, that's deep love.
Yeah.
Hey, Minnie.
Hey, Minnie.
Minnie, your camera's coming. It's going to be under the tree from Santa Claus. We're petitioning here for a mini cam.
Oh, speaking of under the tree.
Is there a treat for Minnie? Woo! Oh my God, I didn't get you anything.
Listen, it wasn't a plan. You know how sometimes you just stumble across something and go, oh, well, this is coming home.
Da na 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 na. Guys! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I love course. Hold on. High points. I'm stripping.
Like and subscribe. Wait, what's that? Spaz button? How do they have the
hype button?
That one, yeah.
Oh, I'm ripping the tags off. I know I'm keeping it. Wait, this was so great.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear this home on the plane and my mom's going to be so mad. Oh, Course, real nice.
That's
Course.
hilarious.
You got all those nice clothes and you're wearing a Coors Light sweatshirt. I am, Mom.
I love it.
Oh my God, it's Coors. Do you want to sponsor us? I don't mean to brag, but I've never looked better. Thanks, man.
You're welcome, man. Merry Christmas.
Like and subscribe, guys.
Yeah, pull all your gold out.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if anyone remembers, but I said I lost my cross necklace.
Oh, yeah.
And I said to Natalie, I was like, oh my God, I lost my necklace. And Natalie was so bummed for me. And I said, no, it's okay, because it's going to come back to me. And you said at first, no, it isn't, but that's sweet. And then you stopped yourself and you go, wait, I'm not going to say that because that's how your life works and it's going to come back to you. It came back.
It's true. You lost a ring and I came over just specifically to turn your house inside out, upside down, didn't find it. And then you knew, you're like, I think Toonie, one of the kittens.
My little one-eyed Uno, but we called her Toonie.
Yeah, you thought Toonie took it and hid it somewhere.
And she did.
Yeah, and she did. You found it.
Yeah, and I knew I would.
Toonie.
Oh, Toonie, we miss you, Toonie.
Yeah, Toons.
Toons is really something special.
Oh, my God. Like a kitten for all kittens to look up to. Strive to be.
Truly.
Yeah.
The best. Okay, are we starting at the top or did we have any other housekeeping that needs to be done?
No, I think that's...
Anything else under that tree? Because this is pretty great. I'm just kidding. I really want Miss Pat's life, as I say every episode, because it's 5 o'clock, that martini's getting made, the bell rings, and her butler brings her the perfect martini. I don't even like martinis. I know you do. You're a big martini girl.
I really am.
Madison shows up looking just cute as cute can be. I loved that dress.
For her to get that blowout, get that outfit, that just shows like the kind of relationship that her and Patricia have, that she's still gonna make it. Like,
Yes.
And like when I won't be pregnant, but if I ever was, I'm not going. Like, just know, like wherever you're asking me to be, I'm not going. If you want to come to me, I don't even know if I'd allow that. Like, just to have to like get that ready for something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just think that they are, you know.
But I believe this about their relationship. I think they are doing this even if the cameras aren't there.
No, me too.
And I believe that Miss Pat shows up correct, and I believe that Madison shows up correct. Like, these ladies are Southern belles.
Yeah.
They are done. They are dressed. They have jewelry on. Like, I appreciate this. I grew up with my grandparents. I always, like, I would be in kindergarten and I would like see someone eating something and I would be like, you know, that stuff goes through you like Grant took Richmond. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, my grandpa said it gives you the shits and that's how you say it. Like, because I hung out with people that were so much older than me all the time. I don't know. Like, I feel like I got so much from those relationships, especially like the consistency of it all. It's not like, oh, it's a special occasion. You're just seeing your grandma, your aunts and uncles this one time. And you realize like, no. They have amazing stories to tell you. And when you show up, you act like you've been somewhere. You act like you know somebody. You don't curse. You speak, use the big words and all that kind of stuff. And I just think that I love that we get to see that. I love that she's a part of the show. Even if it's just a trope that they're kind of using to.
It's fine by me. The thing that we always say is so special about the show is that it is in this like unique, like little like corner. Or, like,
so American.
Yeah, it's so American. Like there's no other show like this, and I think that there are staples like Miss Patricia. The house is a staple. The house is a character on its own. Whitney's a character. Like there are just some people, and Shep, the Sheps of the world, the Boykin Spaniels of the show. Like they got to be here. Even the Ravenel Bridge, you know, all of it. Yeah. So.
It's just great. It's just great. And I love these scenes. I'm so happy that they keep them in. Love. My only note for the scene, Miss Pat, is you said, is there anything wrong with having sex the traditional way in a bed? Who needs to have sex in a hot tub? And my question is, have you had sex in a hot tub?
It's kind of weird, but it's
pretty great. Pretty freaking great. I will just say that.
I mean, listen, I'm down to have sex wherever you want to have sex, pretty much. But a hot tub is a little weird.
Really?
I'm not saying no, but it's just weird. It's weird.
There's something about knowing how long this water's been in here.
No, if it's like your hot tub.
Even if did you clean it that morning?
Yeah, but you got the thing going. All I can say is I had some of the best sex of my life in a hot tub, and I just feel like don't give people this advice because they could be having great sex. I'm not saying like go to the Hyatt.
If you're young, you totally should be. I just feel like I would never like recommend it to any woman because like you just don't know what their pH levels are.
I'm only doing it in like a privately owned.
I can kill two birds with one stone. Miss Pat's 84.
Yeah.
Don't take sex advice from an 84-year-old unless her name is Dr. Ruth.
Oh my God, I just watched her documentary. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, she's good.
If no one has, I think it's like I Am Ruth. And that woman is a light in this world. And I love her. Anyway. Does anyone have anything else to say about tea time at Pat's?
We're just going to skim right over old Weimaraner shredding legal docs, huh? Just
I didn't.
Leaving that part out.
I mean, do you care?
Okay. We have the same shredder. So I know what that shredder's for.
No, I'm into that. That's good looking out.
Professional.
Well, sure. It could just be like professional or it could be good looking out.
Okay. Well, I don't think if he's on camera, I mean, this actually maybe not. Have been some pretty dumb moves made on camera from Bravo celebrities. So
that's true.
Next up is Craig prepping for his party with Jack. Nat.
Listen, I was sending Harris screenshots of just like the looks that they were kind of like giving each other.
Yeah.
And Harris again was like me as watching scenes with Jack and Craig gives me like a little bit of PTSD. Just because like we've all been an assistant at some point. We've all planned our boss's parties. We've all designed the invitation, compiled the guest list, coordinated catering, and then you almost have to pray that you do not get invited to this party because an invite to your boss's party is basically just
more work,
more staff. You're just staff, but in much higher heels that you would never wear to work. And so it's even worse. And then you're like, can I leave? Do I need to ask if I can leave or can I just leave?
I have plans that I need to get to. I just don't want to say no because we're close to Christmas. I want my bonus.
Yeah, no, there's just something about like everybody wants to be friends with their boss and have that like buddy relationship until your boss is planning a party. And I just am like, still have like twitches, like thinking about like rap parties that I would have to go to.
Yes. I will say I had one boss, and it's probably because she was literally like 4 years old, and she would invite me to like the things that she planned. And when I would go, I was legit a guest. Like they never asked me for anything, which is crazy because I would be at home and she had live-in staff at this house and she would text me for things. I'm like, call your butler who is on call right now.
Yeah.
You literally have a buzzer on every phone that says butler. Like, it was more effort to call me. But that was the only experience I had like that when I would go to those.
It might also be like self-imposed because like you just feel like you should be doing something. And I don't know. I'm always in my head thinking, should I be icing a cake? Should I be icing the ice? Yeah. Or remembering, these two hate each other. They should sit at different tables or, whatever. It's just me.
I have a theory on why Minnie is ass out.
Why?
Because the tree looks so pretty.
Oh, yeah. She loves a tree.
I love that tree.
Minnie, everyone love your mini cam.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that again at some point.
The things that I really loved from this scene is one when Craig's like, call a power washer. If someone says power washer, I get turned on. That and hot tubs. No, I just think like a man that wants something clean. That is such a turn on. Also, when he's like, we're gonna do cocktails with honey from my bees.
Yeah.
Adorable. And then when he said, I don't care how ridiculous it was, it tickled my pickle. When he goes, let's let the garden be the host. Okay.
Come on.
Sure.
Come on.
Come on. Don't be the Grinch that stole Craig, miss.
Dude.
It's gonna. I realize in this scene that it's gonna be so hard to like call Craig out this year because Craig is whether it's real or not is going to have a crash out. Like he's going to have this is his crash out season. He's going to be like, oh, I'm so heartbroken. Like he's going to do that whole thing, right? Whether it's real or not doesn't matter. So it's going to be hard to be like to call out Craig on all this bullshit because everyone's going to be like, well, he's heartbroken. Well, he's so sad. Well, Craig and the Paige and the whole like. You like dudes who clean stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, Craig, that thing's disgusting.
What thing is?
That table, that outdoor table was...
It's okay. He's getting a power washer.
But it was never disgusting when Paige was there.
That's because a uterus was there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, oh, Craig's so grown up. He's such a man. No, he's not. He had a Paige. She left, and now he's back to being an irresponsible baby. His house is going to be a fucking wreck in 2 years.
He's
and
not.
I'm
Look at the
already
garden.
sitting here being like, if this was any other day, people would be like, oh, that's a good point. But because Craig's heartbroken,
No.
like,
No, I don't need Greg to be heartbroken to feel the way I feel. I want to read Fish and Gal. I'm sorry, but I may be breaking girl code. I think Craig's behavior this week was very disappointing. Not only did he lose his cool and slug back, but then he threw Shep under the bus by bringing up / not bringing up the rumor about Austen. Not cool and not a good look. If my Craig is going to jump off this cliff, sorry, Austen, of drunk attacks and ugly behavior, I'm going to stick with Schwartzy. Mike, I'm creeping towards the dark side, your side. To which I said, this week. Sure. This week. Give it a couple days. It'll be so last week. And we'll be back on the train. And she wrote, right. Mike Diatribe must have been brainwashing me. Don't worry, I'm back. And I said, welcome home.
Exactly.
So you're going to get some people that are like, yeah. And then they're going to see Craig talk about
His
hosting
beats.
letting the garden be the host. And then they're going to be right back on the train.
Yeah, that's right. You won't believe how much people love him. Does anyone have anything
This
else to
guy-
say about this scene?
Fishing gal. It took
guy-
literally one thread for
this
her to
guy
hop
is-
back on the train.
literally the modern day Bernie Madoff. That's who Craig is.
Okay.
He is.
He is not running a Ponzi scheme bankrupting people's lives,
Totally
life savings.
is.
Okay, he's not.
Dude, I can't remember. Because I don't know where the comment was. Maybe it was last week. I don't know. But somebody said Sally's running a boy Ponzi scheme. Like just stacking them.
That's really great. Whoever said that, well
I can't
done.
remember who said, and I totally botched it, but I thought it was pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Well, our next scene up is when Venita FaceTimes Austen, which was like just such an eye roll for me. I think I pulled an ocular muscle.
Oh God.
I don't. Venita just really killed me this whole episode.
She really
And then
did.
I see the cute video that I think it was Sierra posted of her and Venita hanging out, and I'm like, this is who I feel like you are at your core. This is who
That's
I
your
like.
show. That table
your
full of
show.
reality people, that's your show.
Yes,
even
girl.
Sheena was even there. And even Sheena made sense at the table. Like
Yes.
it just made so much more sense than where both of those women have been. They should leave their respective shows and move
Yes,
to New York.
Because everything
Or live
Venita
still there.
correct.
Yeah.
Everything Venita did, at least this episode, just felt like she was trying to jump into the storyline.
All of it.
Her FaceTiming Austen, I don't think I've ever seen you have a 2-minute face-to-face
Exactly.
conversation with him,
Exactly.
let alone FaceTime with him. And then he starts talking about the fact that like he just needed to get out of town, or like he came up to see Audrey, wanted to introduce her to the kittens. Bullshit. shit you wanted to introduce her to the kittens. You wanted to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Craig
You had your
said
tail
it.
between your legs, hightailing it out of town.
Correct.
Yeah.
And when later in the episode, when Shep shows up and says like, oh, hey, he's not coming to the party. He's visiting Audrey. Craig rolled his eyes. He was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like,
He said exactly what we both said.
that's right.
Of like, well, that's not a thing. You never
correct.
go.
Yep. I want no part of this.
No.
Craig needs to break up with Audrey, not because Audrey's not amazing.
Craig, Austen.
Oh, sorry. Austen needs to break up with Audrey. Audrey's amazing. She needs to go find a dude that wants to be with her. And Austen needs to get into therapy. And Venita needs to get on the city.
Yes.
The end.
Tara Cunningham said, I don't know. Yes, Venita is pretty, cute body, great sense of style, and seems like she has a smart head on her shoulders, but there is something very off about her. I get strange vibes from the character she's trying, all caps, trying to portray on TV. It's so obvious to me she's putting up a front. She's too fake. So for me, that makes her extremely untrustworthy. I find Venita very awkward, almost like Sutton on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which I cannot stomach and is in my top 5 most vile housewives ever. I think I replied to her earlier. I'm like, I'm stealing this whole thing, including the Sutton thing, because they both make me very uncomfortable. Anyway, that's it. She does nothing on the show and brings less than nothing to Southern charm. Why is she even there? None of her friendships on SC seem like they're actually friends in real life. Plus, I hate the way Venita always feels the need to be the devil's advocate. A perfect example of that is what she just did to Craig after the breakup, making public statements, taking Paige's side and putting Craig down. She did that just to be relevant, when in reality, she knows nothing about their relationship and even less about them like as people. And I think
She really nailed all of that.
it was like perfect. It's
Correct.
exactly.
And I feel like later in the episode, we see even more of what was just mentioned
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Like just the unreliable, what are you doing? Like, if you're gonna, this is where Madison gets it so right. Even if what she's saying is wrong, she commits to it. She goes 10 toes down
Yeah.
and is like, this is how I feel, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, I can't take the saying, not saying, but then all of a sudden you're coming out of left field being the devil's advocate for a person that you don't even have a relationship. You don't have a relationship with any of these people. And all of a sudden you've taken the biggest stand on this.
Yeah.
When like there's actually something going on in your life with your relationships and that you're pussyfooting around.
It's too weird.
It's weird, man.
And she got called out on it, like, which is even more weird.
She got called out on it?
Like later on.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I love that. Like Craig and Sally seem to, like, individually, not even as the item, like they seem to be like the first thing that she, like the first thought she has when she wakes up, and like the last thought before she goes to bed. Like
Venita or Sally?
Venita seems to be thinking nonstop about these two. It's kind of pathetic. Like, it's hard to watch. It's hard to see that, like, you're letting these people kind of like you're revolving around them. And
That's why I'm saying, just say it. Say, Sally, this is a deal breaker for me.
yeah.
If you want to pursue this with Craig, then at least for right now, I got to be out on you because I'm so hurt by this person that I don't know if I can trust you, because you're going to be just like in La La Land with
Yeah.
him and having sex with him and pillow talk and all this shit. And like, who knows if anything that I've said to you is going to be safe. And like, I just have to be honest about
Yeah.
that instead. And we'll get there.
Yeah.
Like, she's just, whatever. It's driving me crazy. And I feel like this set the scene for me being even more frustrated with her later on in the episode.
Everything that she's doing is reaffirming that, like, why you can't really hear anything she says without, like, I can't not look at her with side eye whenever she says anything now, because whether it was last episode or the one before, last season, like all the seasons, like, uncle, like, try something new. This
Yeah.
is not working.
It ain't working.
Yeah. And like, I will say again, like, it's pathetic. It's very desperate. And I just don't think she's this person in real life.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I think in real life, Venita's someone I would want to hang out
I
with.
totally do too. I think I would like her.
Same. She's so helpful.
Aside from Madison, I think I might like her better than everyone, you know?
I think there's good girls on the show because I love Madison, I love Molly, and outside of the show, I really like Venita.
Yeah. I think I would actually have, I don't know.
You might have more fun with Venita than Molly is what you're going to say. Maybe.
I was going to say that. And I like Molly. I love her character. I'm so down for Molly's character on this
Yes,
show.
well, that's the
'cause
next-
she is very different. than
100%.
everyone.
And that's actually the next scene where Molly's in the car talking to her parents. And first off, I just thought it was adorable that her parents are like, who's Keith? And she's like, Oh my God. Because this happens to my parents all the time. I'll be like, this obviously doesn't happen literally like this, but I'll be like, so I was with Natalie. And my mom's like, Natalie? I'm like, you know Natalie. And it's obviously not you. But like there are other people in my life where also like, I was with this person. I'm like, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine, Mom. Just don't worry about it. Oh, I have the podcast tonight. You're doing a podcast? I've been doing a podcast for over a year. Like and then I remind her and she's like, listen, I got a lot going on. There was the Mahjong tournament and your father's been painting a lot. I'm like, what does that have to do with you remembering things? But that's what parents do. They forget things.
Oh, moms.
We talked about this last season. I'm so psyched to see Molly with her music journey and like deepening all of that stuff. She has a gorgeous voice. I hope that she just you can see how happy it makes her and just like use this platform, follow your bliss. You're one of the only people to have ever been on a Bravo show who wants to sing, who actually has a stunning instrument.
Yeah. Well, so like, use Brittany from Salt Lake, but we don't need to go into that.
I can't. Yeah. Like she's great. I just love her. I'm rooting for her.
Yeah.
Her scenes are night and day from anyone else's. Like even like that scene was totally engaging, was fun when they cut to the dude and he's like, that's how we make music. Like I will forever be like more of that all day long. And then we cut to the next scene with the dumbass Sally, who's reminds me of a kid that's constantly like, I don't have kids, but I remember trying to get away with a lot of shit. And the day I realized like, oh, your parents did all that. Your grandparents did all that. Your great-grandparents did all that. The caveman kids were doing it back in the day. Like people have been trying to get away with shit forever, right? And so you think you're such a sneaky little kid and you're like, dude, I got these guys snowed. And your parents are like, sure, buddy. I watched Sally and I'm like, you seem to me like that kid that's just trying to get away with like, oh, I went to Craig and I got chickens. I told him that I always wanted to farm with chickens. So really you told Craig that you wanted the last thing that him and Paige got in a fight about? Interesting. And chicken, you chose chicken, their nicknames for each other. Interesting. It just goes back to her like, all these clothes in my closet are Craig's. No, two of them are. She's like that kid that's always trying to get away with something. And it seems like a lot of these people are, but like everyone else's scenes are that to me, not just stupid, dumb. And then there's a scene with Molly that I'm like, oh, that's a normal person. That's a normal scene. That's a normal thing that happens in a normal life.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It seems so out of context now.
Also, going off of what you were saying with Sally, yes to all of that, because I literally was, as I'm watching, that's when I'm tippity-tapping into the notes, like, what? Real? What? Do you hear the words coming out of your mouth? And even at the end, when they go grab the Sally signature beer and go, which I do love, and then they go sit on the couch, and Sally starts yammering on about Craig. I'm like, this is so awkward. Do you not, where are you? Like, what are you looking at when you guys are at a party? He is talking to Charlie all the time. They are flirting with each other. And even though I do think Charlie is being really respectful, I don't think she's being overtly flirty with Craig in front of Sally. It's like, how are you missing all of this, chicken? Like, it's just like, to Mike's point, because Sally's in her own, like, I'm just going to deploy everything I got in the arsenal to try to hook up with this guy. She's got blinders on. She doesn't care.
Yeah. But again, like, I don't think she's missing it. She thinks that she's getting away with it. That's the kid that's like, you guys don't even know what's happening. No, dummy, we do. We all know what's happening. And also your friends. Your friends also know what's happening. Your friends, those people you're supposed to care about and be nice to.
This is also why she's a good character, though, on the show.
Thank you. Someone was saying, I was bopping back and forth with someone in the comments about, they're pointing out just like things about Craig that I'm like, all that. Like, I'm like, the thing about my love for Craig is that it's very just like accepting, and it's like to love Craig is to know that he's this, that, and the other, and to still be on board, And the thing about Sally is that she is doing all of those things. And I'm just so glad that like they've thus far been very benign to people. Like no one's really getting hurt. And if they are, they're overreacting. Venita, okay? Like they're bringing it on themselves, you know. And so until she does something that we just are just like grossed out by, and I say not by hot tub sex, that's not gross, but like gross
Sure isn't.
in like a very deceitful kind of way,
yeah.
or something like that. Then like all of this is just like, I'm so down for it. I feel like, was it Organza that was like, she's boy crazy and so am I, and
Yes,
I'm here
it was.
for it.
It was Organza.
Yeah, so like that's like. I'm a one man band crazy, but like
I'm boy crazy.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I'm into watching all that Sally has to give, and I implore everyone else to just see it that way, because I know that like even Chrissy Chic is like, I'm over this bitch. She didn't say that, but like in so many words,
Yeah.
I see you, you know, and I get that, but I just am like, you know, just enjoy her for now, because she is probably gonna steal someone's actual boyfriend soon enough.
Does anyone have anything else to throw into the stuff with Molly in the car with her parents, or Sally at the house with Charlie? Because we kind of mashed those two up.
They looked very cute, both of them, because
Adorbs.
you know I'm always like taking the shots for the thumbnails, and I was like, "Ooh, yeah, oh, there, give it to me there, yeah, yes, girl, yes." Like a lot of cuteness.
Yeah,
between
they are
those two.
super cute.
Yeah,
They also didn't look like friends. Like they looked like two people forced to film a scene together. Like Charlie, like whatever, Sally's fake as shit, but Charlie doesn't seem fake. She doesn't seem like yet that she's like super pro at faking her reality star job.
yeah.
So she seems pretty genuine. She seems like, no, I'm going to play the genuine card. Like, I'm not going to, dick around. But they don't, like, there was just so many awkward moments in that when she was at the fridge and they were looking at each other, and then on the couch and the facial expressions. Like, that whole scene to me, I was like, I don't think you guys are really friends. Like, I don't think you're real friends, or your whole sister thing is like, that's about load of shit.
Correct.
It was a weird scene. That being said, all of Sally's scenes are starting to be weird. Like, no matter who she's in the scene with, it doesn't seem.
Really?
Yeah, it seems weird.
Oh,
It just seems
not
weird.
Are you
Yeah.
not a fan?
Of Sally?
No, he is not.
I don't know. I'm having a weird. This is going to be a weird season for me on this show, because I've always really enjoyed this show. But I am
Still going to enjoy it.
What's that? No, I do. But I'm in this spot of like, this show is that Peter Pan thing. It is that. It is dumb dudes not growing up, dumb chicks chasing them, knowing damn well that this is what you get. This is what it's been forever. It's always going to be this. So it's like, it's on you. You dummies are still chasing these assholes. Somebody was like, Austen, Craig, and Shep are the Three Stooges. And I was like, oh my God, that's so funny. I need to like watch this show with those lenses on. And I'll probably enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Because I like gross. I like the Valley drove me to drink, literally. But like, there's
And we are all the
something-
better for it.
Yeah.
This episode brought to you by Meteor Wine.
Yeah, we got a full wine sponsor out of that show. But like, there's something to be said for me about VPR, Vanderpump, on this side of the hill, which we joked about when we did the Valley. This is where the kids are. This is where you are before you get married. This is where you find your wife, hopefully, or your husband. And then you move over to the Valley and you have kids and you get a pool and you get a house and you do your job and you live happily ever after, hopefully. But so I'm interested in that progress. Like, I want to see somebody build a business. I want to see them start their startup. And in 5 seasons or 10 seasons, they're doing it, right?
I mean, Madison has.
But we haven't seen it. What have we seen of it?
She's married. She's having a kid. She's going into a new house.
She
Yeah, but I
started
feel
as a
like
hairdresser
she-
for the show.
Yeah, and now she's
Yeah.
got like her
And then
pajama
Austin's
line
girlfriend, literally the lowest entrance that you could have is being Austin's. Not even a Craig or a
No,
Shep
that's like being
girl.
an intern.
Yeah.
And she turned that into being like CEO.
Yeah.
She's not only a client, she's the player president.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, sure. I guess she got married. That's cool. But like,
But she also made all her money to buy that house.
Listen,
she
I'm not-
got-
I'm
she
not-
got the pajamas.
Yeah.
cool. So one person on this entire show in 11 seasons has done something. Like, that's all I'm saying is like, in regards to me enjoying the show or trying to figure out what this show is to me now. I think before I liked it because it was fine. They were dumb young kids being dumb young kids, with the exception of the JTs and the Ravenels. But like now nothing's happened in my mind. And so I'm like, okay, what? I don't know if I need something to happen or not,
Yeah.
I want to just say that Divinely Guided said that Sally is the female version of Shep and Austen, and I'm here for it. No double standard from my camp.
I loved that comment.
Yeah.
Like even Summer House is moving on. Like that's what the city is. Like in last year at Summer House was all these people being like, oh, we might be too old for this. Like literally multiple comments in the beginning of the season with the parties and Lexi and the kids jumping down the slide and Paige and Amanda being like, okay, my hip actually hurts. You know what I mean? Like, so that was a whole thing last season. And now what do we have? We have the city where Amanda's going to go do her business and Paige is going to do her fashion. Then they're going to like, so there's growth. These people are turning into something. Next Gen NYC. These kids are doing shit.
Let's
they're
just talk
trying.
about something. Where they live is the land of Peter Pan.
No, I understand.
Okay?
Yeah,
So
think
I
that
don't think that, like, even though I know Thomas Ravenel is not on the show anymore because I think he's in prison. I'm not kidding.
He's not. He's running for office again.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh, he is after
But he's
the
not,
rape
he's
stuff?
not running again, though. He said he was going to and then literally tweeted the next day, like, just kidding.
JK.
He didn't say JK, but he was like, I've decided, I'm not,
I think
yada, yada.
That's a good move,
yeah.
Thomas.
But it only took 20, like maybe 36 hours to reply to his own tweet.
Right. For daddy to say, I'm not funding this.
Yeah.
But point being is, Shep is never going to mature. It's just never going to happen.
Yeah.
Austen is never going to mature. No, so I just think in you embracing that, maybe it will help your journey with this show. Because you'll never get that growth from them.
No, I understand that. That's what I'm saying. Is like, this is my season to figure out. Am I fine with that? Am I okay watching old dudes be dumb as shit, and know that like they're never gonna grow? This is trop hop is never going to be a thing. Shep's real estate thing is never going to be shown. It's never going to be a thing. The pillow thing is never going to be shown. It's never going to be what I want, So am I okay with that or not? So like, again, we're just having the question was, do I enjoy the show or not? Like, I'm trying to figure that out. I do, but it's changing for me.
Oh, man. I've been having a gay old time.
Me too. I love this
Listen,
season.
and that's America. Like, have at it. I'm not having a gay old time.
Speaking of America, we now have shown up to Craig's American buffet party on a Wednesday.
I love a colorful blue water and red, white, and blue outfits.
Who doesn't?
And all of that.
Shep shows up first to the party. When Shep was giving his whole theory, I'm like, you are so off base with this. He's like, Craig is, wait, I wrote it down because he said something that I was like, that is not it. He goes, the problem is Craig doesn't feel remorseful for his actions. And it's like, right, because Craig is frustrated. So he doesn't feel remorseful because he wants to shake Austen and be like, you are not mad at me. You are mad that you can't go out trying to hook up with every doll in this town because you have locked yourself into a relationship that you don't even want to be in.
Yeah.
So no, I'm getting the brunt of this, and that's insane because that's what's happening with them. And I'm not excusing Craig's behavior. I'm just saying that's why Austen is irritated with Craig because of Austen's own situation that he put himself in.
Yeah.
It's not about being remorseful or any of that garbage, in my opinion.
No. We all wish, like we've talked about 7 Ways Till Sunday and we'll continue to, that we all just wish that like if Craig could just see that he has got not just a leg up, but like 7 legs up on everyone on this show. Like if he really could like let that like sink in and just like swim in that for a second, he would not need to ever really tell anyone you're wrong and no, I'm not going to apologize.
That's right.
And like he would just be like, yeah, I'm sorry about that, and he would move on with his life and like never even think about it again, almost insultingly, because like his life is just so big that like he just like he really wouldn't think of it again. It wouldn't be a lie, and so we want that, but everything that is happening, it all just seems like, are we forgetting that Austen started this whole thing? Yeah. And Craig is right. Everything that he said about Austen is correct. Yes, it was harsh.
Delivery was wrong.
And he apologized on the same, like in the moment, like not before the first storm out, but you know, like right after
They
that.
need to make a whole episode out of it,
like,
Natalie. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. I feel like it was within minutes, you know, that he fully said, like, I regretted that already. And sorry about that. I shouldn't have said that. And
this is what Craig's not getting. You know, people say, like, work smarter, not harder.
yeah.
All he needs to do is leave the rope out. Austen and Shep will hang themselves.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. Remember I was saying last week, my friend used to always say, like, she's back there baking.
Yeah.
There's always someone in the kitchen baking up a piece of humble pie. And like, just wait, it'll get served. You don't need to serve it. Trust it will get to this person's table.
Yeah.
And that's what Craig is missing. Like, you don't bake the pie.
Yeah.
Someone else will serve it.
Yeah.
You don't need to be worried about that shit. So Craig, if you're listening, and I know you are, just leave the rope out. They'll hang themselves.
Yeah. One thing I also want to say about Shep, though, because I just want to give him credit. I really feel like he has been, like, this is the most selfless I've seen Shep in a bit, where he seems to be working overtime trying to mend the relationship between these two dudes. And like, we've seen him do it before where like it's been for his own, you know, like he's talking to them. He's actually taking the time to analyze like the patterns that they've shown in the past, and like not point fingers like you did this, but ask, why are they doing that? Oh, I think it might be because of this. Like, it's just, I've seen Shep act very selfishly through very many seasons and also play both sides. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't seem to be doing that while he's trying to mend this relationship. He seems to be really like, he's not letting anyone think that he's on their side, but he is being very, I get that. I like to both of them. Yeah. It just like making it a safe space for them both to vent about each other. And I just think it's a good look on Shep. And I just feel like, because that's what we want from Shep really this season, is to like just kind of put the show and the relationships and the brotherhood before his own, like, I'm trying to nail whoever Craig's trying to nail, and I'm going to like try to really get in competition for that, you know, like he just seems a little bit more relaxed this year and just wanting the bros back, you know? I
agree with you. Okay.
That doesn't sound like you really do.
But then I said this last week, and I'm going to keep saying it, because even though I want growth from our sweet little Shep, because I really do think, like, here's a person who has potential, right? Yeah. Like, so well read, so well spoken. He's got this really interesting familial history. He can be funny and cheeky and whatever. Like, he has so much fun. He's tall. He's got a lot going for him, okay? Yeah. Like, I really root for him. Yeah. But then he does these things, and he's historically done them season after season. And that's where I'm like, okay, once bitten, twice shy. So I want to believe that he's doing better. But then, and I sent this to you guys, I was watching some clip of Shep saying something on Watch What Happens Live, and Florida Man 63.
That's why I'm wondering, Florida Man is telling you this?
Listen.
Florida Man. Saying, I guess we're giving Florida Man a voice now.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day. And Florida Man, I believe all Florida men. Okay? Florida Man said, I was on a flight with Shep one time, not traveling together, but he was horrible, rude and nasty to the flight attendants. Fans came up to him in the airport, and if you weren't a hot girl, he was horrible. Just a privileged piece of garbage, in my opinion. And that has just been what we've seen from him at his worst moments. And he's never really let his foot off the gas with that behavior. So it's like, I want to believe that he's changing. Yeah. It's just hard for me to believe it when I haven't had any consistency there.
Listen, everything I'm saying about Shep is going to be on an episode by episode basis, knowing that it could all go out the window next week. I just want to, you know how like if a kid does like put his dishes in the sink, you need to be like, good job. Give him some positive reinforcement. Yes. I want to let Shep know that this is the route that you are most attractive on. I don't really like, yes, I think Shep's like, I try to take myself out of like having known him for 10 years and being like Shep repulses me in the way, cause I know too much, you know?
That's right.
But like, he is like, has all the things that you listed as like, you know, characteristics, like traits that are nice. So I'm just trying to say that this is the look.
Yeah, just simmer and settle in this place.
Yeah.
And leave all the elitist nonsense at the door.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Okay. What we do have time for, though, is to get into the party. Because now we're at the point where, like, everyone starts showing up.
Yeah.
Again, I don't like not liking Venita because we said it in the beginning of the episode. I really feel like if Venita was in this room, I would be like, I like you. Let's go have dinner after this. Let's make a martini. So it pains me to like call her out on stuff. But when she showed up with the towels and was like, I'm doing it so like, because I win and like I'm great and all this stuff, it's like, just show up with the towels. We'll see that you're great. You don't have to tell us. Like, it's not. And not for nothing, Craig actually, in my opinion, in his confessional, kind of beat what she said. If you're trying to make it a competition, when he sat there and he was like, listen, am I friends with Venita? No, but it's no skin off my ass to invite her to the party. And what's the worst that could happen? She comes, she has a great time. Like, fine, great.
Yeah.
Like, that sounded honest. It sounded logical. I believed him. And then for her to be like, of course I brought the towels because then I win. I'm like, that's not the person I'm rooting for.
It blew that entire narrative out of the water that we talked about last week, where I was like, Sarah came in, stood up for her friend, stepped in, said what she had to, which we all got the sentiment. It was lovely. Like, I would hope anybody would do that for me. All the things. Loved all of that. But the idea that she was trying to, which now I'm calling propaganda, is that Craig is refusing to film with this girl. And when an A character, like when a main cast refuses to play with another one, then that is a soft push out. And it just simply isn't the case.
Correct.
Like, he literally says the words like, and it's not like, oh, I saw that, and so this episode I made sure. Like, this is all filmed a year ago,
Yep.
And so he literally came in and it was just such a debunking of that. Like, I would never not include her. Of course, I'm going to be cordial. Of course, I would. Yeah, she's going to come and have a nice time. And then for her to say, I win. You are making a competition with someone who doesn't even know that they're in the race. They don't even know that like the marathon is happening, Like,
that's amazing and true.
Yeah. And again, so pathetic. Like, stop it. Like, that's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for her.
And you're so much cooler than that.
And at a certain point, I'm going to stop disclaiming you're so much cooler than that.
It's going to get hard to do.
Yeah, because like it's a bummer that you think that you have got to choose these antics.
Correct.
But like,
you don't have to.
If anybody thinks that they have to like bottom feed to stay in the A story, that is, I don't wish that like that. That's a feeling. That's a horrible feeling you must have about yourself, or like maybe you've tried to stay in the A story otherwise and it just like didn't work out. So like now it's like however many years it's been now, like you're just like going for it in like a different way. And however you got there, like, again, like what I'm encouraging, like what I love about Shep stepping outside of himself. And I'm trying to do that with her and understand that like what a shitty mindset that must be, and to feel that way. I don't wish that on her. But if you keep doing it over and over and over again, like at a certain point, like, bye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Hands are tied.
Yeah.
Wait, do you know what I loved from this scene? When Whitner is like, hey, I'm just going to set up my computer and everything in this other room because I got to take a phone call. And Craig's like, yeah, no problem. And then Whitner's like, yeah, I would never throw a party on a Wednesday because I have I'm an adult. Yeah. I have a job. And it's like, first of all, fully thought the party was on a Saturday or Sunday because that's when adults throw their parties.
Yeah.
And it just was so brilliant that he was like, yeah, I'm an adult. I have a job. And it was, I love those slice of life moments.
I just like that Whitner is setting himself apart from like, he's right. I think in the financial bracket, like between a few of them, he's like kind of in the middle of it. And he's got some Shep qualities in that, like their families have like a similar kind of vibe to that, or like a similar historical background, whatever. But then he's got some Craig in him because Craig's like the only one that's really actually working and like making something of himself. But Craig now is just collecting, showing up where he's supposed to. I feel like maybe
Instagram posts do not film themselves, Natalie.
No,
Craig is working.
No, it's very true. But I like that, like, even like that also takes, the story producers being like, let's really hone in on that he is this guy. I love a character builder.
Me too.
Yeah. Like before we would ever write stories, whenever we write scripts, before we would even start, even though we were like, we're so ready today to start this whole thing. We'd be like, no, we are going to fill out these character workbooks. character workbooks that I was introduced to by Mike Connor, who sent them to me before we were dating or anything. We just knew each other.
Yeah, and that's like this cute guy that I'm kind of crushing on sent this to me.
And then I was like, oh, don't be a whore, Natalie. Just play it cool.
Long story short, we love the character builders because they are so, basically, it's like, when you're creating a character, it's so helpful to know what was their favorite high school memory. What's their favorite song? If they were at a buffet, what food would they choose?
Yeah, and you think it's also stupid until you realize, nope, I've formed an entire person off of this workbook.
Yes, and I particularly loved it because when I was in acting school, one of my favorite exercises that they taught us was to, like, if you were working on a character in a play, you would have to, in front of your classmates, you would take the stage and you would do a scene of this character that wasn't in the play.
Yeah.
So it's like, how would this character cook dinner? Even though you've never seen them cook dinner.
Yeah.
How would they fold their laundry? And it's so indicative. Like, I believe how someone does one thing is how they do, how someone does one thing is how they do everything. And I just feel like if you see Whitner is taking this call on a Wednesday and makes it a point to say, because I'm an adult and I have a real job, like, that tells us everything we need to know about him. That tells us everything about the people at the party. And I'm pulling for him to be a main character because I think where Corey, and I really like Corey, like, he's an international man of mystery to me at this point. Like, you've got the world's smallest nipples. Do you live in Charleston? Do you
Craig's
not?
are smaller than his.
Okay, you've got the world's second smallest nipples. You're an F-boy, but like, will you ever settle down? Because I do think you're kind of like, would like to be in love because of what we saw of you on Summer House with that chick. And they did date for, I think, over a year. But Whitner has more substance. Corey is there for a good time, not a long time. He's so the guy that walks in at, 50 with the beer bong.
Dude, he's the Jesse Solomon of Southern Charm. But like, he's hotter. So
way
like,
hotter.
Yeah.
Hold on. I need another Coors Light. Do you think if we say it enough, we'll get in their algorithm?
Here's got from
Hey,
your
someone
lips.
tag Coors.
Yeah.
They're such a natural sponsor.
Yeah.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm good.
Mark, do you need
Nothing.
You know why I thought that thing about Jesse was because Corey was wearing that stupid eyelet, it was like half lace, half eyelet, like it was somewhere in between.
I believe it's called macrame.
Oh God, I didn't even.
Yeah, it's a big Ramona Singer staple.
Oh, macrame.
But when what's his name said, what little girl did you steal that shirt from?
Your mom. He goes, "What girl's closet did you get that from?" He goes, "Your mom's."
mom's
I thought that was
house.
great.
No, whenever you can answer anything with your mom's house,
And it hit.
even when it doesn't hit, it doesn't even have to hit. Like,
Oh, no, I
you'll
needed
get a
to-
laugh from me regardless if you say at your mom's.
You'll always get a laugh from me if you say and nobody says it. And Bob's your uncle. I don't know why that kills me.
I had never heard that before Mike said that, and now I want to say it all the time.
Oh my God, it kills me.
It's the bada bing bada boom of Newport Beach.
British.
What?
It's British. Bob's your uncle is a British thing, not a Newport Beach thing.
I was just watching something on Instagram where it was like a British cooking show, but the chef was this Italian guy. And I don't know why this hit me so sideways. I was crying laughing.
Yeah.
One of the hosts who was British was like, "Oh, if you put some ham in here, it could be a British carbonara." And the guy's like, the chef was like thinking to himself, "It's macaroni and cheese. What the f are you talking about?" And all of a sudden he just goes, "This is like saying if my grandmother had wheels, she would be a bicycle." Because it was so far-fetched. And I think I need to roll that out. Like, when someone's saying something that just doesn't make sense, I'm going to be like, "Yeah, and if my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bicycle."
No, because then someone like me would go, the village bicycle.
Yeah, see, that's great too.
Yeah, but that's horrible. I don't want to say that about you.
Where'd she get that character trait from? Your mom. See, full circle. Wrapping it
I
around.
was going to say from the character builder workbook.
That doesn't hit as well. It's a little too wordy.
If anyone is writing something and they would like the character builder workbook, holla, and we'll send it to you. We'll fire it off to you.
That's right. I did love Madison's astute comment that the feminine touch has left the building.
Yeah.
What are those called? The noodles coming out of the pool spout?
I don't know what that was.
That was bad
Do
business.
you know what that is? That a like?
No, it's not. It's not a thing unless you're 12.
Well, no, that's a grown-up man thing. Grown man
he's
thing.
sassing
That's
us.
what grown men do. Successful grown men, CEOs types.
Listen,
Well, he did
Definitely
get the food
not
right.
childish.
He got the food right. There was a sashimi something,
Yeah.
an oyster bar.
Oh, he did.
I did think the food seemed
the person who decides that is Madison. I thought Madison seemed like she was enjoying the buffet.
correct.
But I just want to say that Judy Murray said, Mike, I have crossed over to your side regarding my feelings toward Craig. I am fed up with his drunken, nasty behavior. Just like when you get the ick with a romantic partner, I am done. And I just want to remind Judy, you know that you're not hearing curse words because of me, right? Judy's the reason we don't curse on Southern Charm. Judy let us know very early on, and not again a work for her. and we
so-
listened. We listened.
exactly. So we've cut back, or
Yeah.
Nat spends extra time bleeping them out. So just think
No,
about
it's
that,
both.
Judy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're going an extra mile.
Yeah.
For you, Judy. Don't let that color your opinion on Natalie's number one love, Craig.
It's true. Just, if you're picking sides, and going to the dark side over the light and bright side, the blonde hair, blue
side of-
eyed side.
The editor.
Notes from the editor.
I
Just kidding, Judy. I love you.
Oh, obviously. Molly is not an aggressive person by nature, but I appreciate her standing up for herself. So even though maybe she's not landing it the way our number one girl in the group, Paige DeSorbo, does,
Yeah.
or a Madison does, when that whole thing started where Molly was talking to Rod and Venita about apparently Sally's talking about I'm so sorry, Judy, I don't know how else to say it because that's what we're talking about. My lady parts. And then Venita very quickly said oh, well, I told her about that. Venita, first of all, why would you do that? I like that they're hashing it out there, but this is what makes it hard to get on Venita's side because why are
It's
you
impossible.
screwing over Molly? Molly's a real one. You know what I mean?
Dude, to find out that she was actually instigated that entire thing, whether you're the fire starter or the fire continuer, whatever it is, it is so obvious. She's not even doing a good job. She's being very passive aggressive. Say it to their face, the way you're going about it is such a pussy move.
Which is why when we move into the kitchen and Sally walks in and she's like, just be nice to me. No, just say it. Venita, say, listen, I told you something in confidence about Molly. You're now chatting about it with a bunch of people. And when Sally's like, what are you talking about? I didn't say anything. And Rod's like, you told me, you big mouth.
Yeah.
It's and then Sally didn't even fight back because she knew she said it. And then Venita's like, listen, just don't do stuff like that. And then in Venita's confessional, she goes, I heard about the, lady part plastic surgery and the sugar daddy from a trusted source. And that's why I said it. It's you're saying it again. Molly has already told you, this scene has already happened. She was upset that you told stuff about her, pun intended, private business
Yeah.
to other people. And Molly said, listen, Molly has been very forthright about the chin implant, getting the thing pulled out of somewhere and sucked out and plumped into somewhere else, to the point that I'm I didn't even know that was a surgery that you could have. If she wants to keep her vaginoplasty on wraps, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And
you always want everybody to be upfront with all the things that they do. That one specifically is no, that's fine. That's your personal business.
And can I tell you why I feel that way?
No, sure.
What if you were just no? I still would say it. Even
No,
if you
I
told
meant to say it was you were asking me and I'm no, I know why, but I'm oh, right, they don't.
This is true.
Go on.
Because if you're doing those, if you're shooting up with Ozempic, right?
Yeah.
And you're telling people, no, just diet and exercise.
Oh, but I also don't think people need to. I think weight loss is another really sensitive and private, and so much shit has just been put on you your whole life. If you're a kid who's always been that way, I think that's another one that I'm we'll leave that to the side.
Yeah, maybe. I just would never shame someone for wanting to lose weight. That's great. If that's
You might be the angel in it. I think that a lot of people are constantly looking at everyone and just going it's just very hatery.
Totally.
I think the chatter that goes on about
don't
that.
do that. Who cares?
But
Who cares?
when you talk about the fillers and the Botox and the boobs and the Brazilian butt lifts,
because it's just
is that a thing?
It's with there are a lot of Kardashians out there that are all I've ever done is gotten a little bit of Botox
Yeah.
and I dye my hair. I'm like,
Yeah.
the hair that's fake on your head. And by the way, I don't give a shit. Get your weave worked. It's nothing. There's no skin off my ass. I don't care. But now there are women out there who are paying thousands of dollars because you've propped up some hair growth pill. And they're like, oh, if I use that hair growth pill, I'll have hair like so-and-so. Or if I use this cream,
Yeah.
I won't have wrinkles like this person. And I think that that's, quite frankly, shitty behavior.
No, dude, the second that somebody bought Meteor because we said to, even though it is by far the greatest wine that I have ever had, I still had like, somebody bought something that we told them to. And it's like a well-priced thing. Like I would never want someone taking my word for anything to go and I don't know where they live. I don't know what their weekly salary is. Like I just wouldn't, I feel a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Like I always complain that like, oh, we don't have sponsors yet. We don't have ads, but like when we do, I was going to keep me up at night.
But this
if
is the
I'm not
thing.
like, if I'm like, I don't know if this works.
I would never say it if I didn't wholeheartedly believe it.
No, that's
so
true.
for someone to be like, oh no, it's just contouring. And it's like, girl, that is a nose job. That is not contouring. And I just think you're lying about something that's literally in your face. She got this surgery for herself to feel better about herself, to feel sexier about herself. This surgery is when everybody knows what it is. Like you're just making your stuff look like Pam Anderson stuff. Because if you've seen it, it's the cutest. And which I have it on DVD. Pam and Tommy, it's a love story. But my point is like, she did that for herself.
Yeah.
She didn't do that so that she looked like she had the most snatched waist or that like her boobs were perky and where you want them to be or whatever, or like that she has like the most button perfect little nose. She did it because she was insecure about this area that like, I'm not insecure about my vagina, but like I would imagine like that would be kind of crappy.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, just let her have this private thing. She's not doing it so that she's going from a size 8 to a size 0.
Yeah.
She's not doing this so that, like all the guys that are tit men are after her. Like, I just think that is truly private business.
Yeah. I think that anytime that someone says, who paid for that? Where'd she get the funds for that? I think that is the grossest thing. Like if you're talking shit on someone or talking behind their back or discussing their personal business, that's already a thing. You've made it gross now when you ask who paid for that.
Yeah.
Because you're insinuating that they haven't earned the right to have that.
Yeah.
That they didn't do something for it, which to me just really translates to you find that to be a very valuable thing, whether you won't pay for it or can't pay for it is the only reason that you haven't done that. And you're shaming them for not just getting it, but finding somehow to fund it. And for it to also come out that like, hey, this was done in 2019. This is not a new story that you're out there spreading.
Before she was even on the show. Not that has anything to do with it, but it's just like, come on.
Years before you're on the show, actually, because it is now 2025. So that is 6 years ago.
Almost 2026, but it's still 25.
Any second now.
Yeah.
And
Happy New Year.
Yeah. So it's private business. It happened 6 years ago, and she paid for it herself. Like, oh God, that is just the grossest story. Like, Venita, you get it together. Like, it's like hit after hit with this bitch at this point. Like,
this was such a bad episode.
Yes,
for her.
it really was.
But also, let's just say that she was dating a guy and he did pay for it.
Again,
I don't care.
No, I don't care because you know what? Nothing's for free. I'll tell you that.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah. And I just loved that Rod called her. What did he call her? A shady little bitch. He called her that
I love Rod.
in this episode. And he's been writing for her this whole time. So listen, I was already like, I wasn't questioning like where my take on her, like where I'd gotten to. I did feel bad because I am just constantly feeling bad for her because I think about what it takes to get to that spot. But to have the guy who's been sort of the voice of reason for the season, to have him affirm what you already have been thinking, it doesn't not help.
Don't you also love with like the Rod of it all that every time Rod chimes in, he is clear as a bell and no one pushes back because they know he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
He's like, you said this to me.
Yeah. And he had his boyfriend come tonight.
Oh, Tyler.
His fiance.
The fiance.
I need more. I'm
Same.
sorry. You stop.
So do I.
Treating Rod like he is here to
second-class citizen.
yeah, it's not working for me.
No.
Yeah.
And
And
I
that boyfriend is so cute.
he's great and
Yeah.
personality.
Yes.
For days. I was saying this earlier, and this is kind of like where it happens, where Molly does stand up for herself, and she's like, "You're an asshole. You've always been an asshole. You're an asshole now. And you're probably going to be an asshole tomorrow." Like, is she great at landing those hits? No, but I like that she stood up for herself
Yeah.
and just was like, that was just a really tacky thing to do.
Yeah.
And it was, especially because Sally, like, you've had implants, you've not had implants. Like, you're clearly pro plastic surgery, which, by the way, so am I. So to shade another chick for getting plastic surgery, it's a bad look. You know how people say, like, oh, bros before hoes, guys? Like, you know that saying? Sally is a bros before hoes girl. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
she just is. That is who she is.
Yeah.
And I would be fine with that if Sally could just own it.
But I almost feel like
She's almost there.
even if it's just in her the way she's moving alone, and she doesn't like how, like, you kind of think that Sally is looking at it like, oh, I just got away with something. I'm not sure she's even taking the time to even think she's gotten away with something. Like, I almost just think that this is just who this person is.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't think she's smart enough to be conniving and put a plan together and like try to get away with something. I don't think she's that smart. I think Sally's dumb as hell. Harris made a comment, something like, Sally is this. And I replied with, we bought a toaster with a bunch of cool settings on it. And one of the settings is a gluten-free setting. And it literally says in the instructions, the gluten-free setting does not remove gluten from your bread, like in all caps. I think in multiple languages it says that.
Yeah.
That's Sally.
You're saying
You're saying
note,
that comment was written for Sally.
that note in that instruction manual was for Sally.
Yeah.
you guys.
That is what.
See, I don't think Sally's dumb. I don't.
Like, can you just tell me what is it that makes you think she's dumb?
Well, just being dumb.
But like being inconsiderate, or just like
She just
kind of
dumb.
keeping her
She's
blinders
kinda
on, like
dumb
she
and
just has like
clueless
tunnel
and,
vision
like,
kind of, but like
I've never heard her have a real intriguing conversation. Her whole job, like, that was blown out of the water this week while she was doing whatever and eating egg. Like, I just, like, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, and I'm being a dick, like, because maybe she's a genius. She gives dumb girl to me.
See, I don't think she's dumb. I just think she's boy crazy. And they're very close on the scale in the sense of,
Well, she can be
when
dumb
you're
and boy crazy. One thing has nothing to do with the other.
she can
said
be
she's
both. I just don't
inconsiderate.
think she is. I don't think she's unintelligent. I think she is boy crazy, and that colors every, like, oh, who has time to do this? Because I just want to see what cute boys out there. Oh, I don't need to figure this out because I'm just looking at the
How
cute
long
boys.
has she been on the show?
She was a friend of last season, and now this is her first like real season.
Was she boy crazy last year? Did she have a boyfriend?
Yeah, remember she had that weird guy with the long hair and the nose ring, and they were always making out, and he was kind of like skeevy.
and she was like fighting with Taylor all the time because she dated Taylor's. She's like, I feel like she had dated everybody's ex.
She's like, I had like half sex with him, or like a half oral sex moment, or something like that.
Yeah, like
This
in a
is the
parking
second time
structure
she's
or
been
something.
Called an asshole. That's pretty cool.
Huh?
I like it when girls call other girls assholes.
Yeah. Being inconsiderate can probably look like you don't notice things, when really, if you have tunnel vision, it's not about what you're not noticing. It's about you don't care to notice. Like
I am a prize.
She seems to be moving in a way that's just like intentionally like this was kind of funny when Craig, she gets there and she's like, oh, I love this. Like, Craig's like, yeah, it's it wasn't 4th of July, it's Labor Day or Memorial Day, whatever it was, and it's America. And she goes, I love America. Because Craig loves America. So like Sally's gonna love America. Johnny Smiles did chime in and say something. Did you read that comment?
He had so many cute ones.
Yeah. When he said, I just want to chime in and revisit. I think he said something like, just want to re-ask the question, would you be comfortable with Sally operating on you?
Yes.
No. But also, Sally doesn't operate. Sally controls the robot.
Yeah.
And
That's not
robots, come and get it.
I don't even think she does that. I think she teaches doctors how to use the robot.
Well, she makes $400,000 a year.
Yeah,
I'd like to
that
be making
that ain't
$400,000 a year.
Who's stupid now?
Yeah, honestly, even by the way, even if she was quote unquote dumb, she can't be that dumb if she's
Yeah.
figured that out, and she can
Yeah.
always just be in a bikini and drinking beers.
Yeah.
We're more towards the end of the episode. I love that Madison went up to Craig and was like, "Listen, Craigie, like I get worried about you and you get so drunk and you do this stuff." And Craig's like, "I get it. That's not the best of me either, and that's why I texted my therapist the next day and was like, 'Do you have an appointment?'" Like, again, this is where I'm not trying to start a fight because we've gotten this far in the episode and we haven't had an argument. And if there was someone in the comments this week that was like, "It's too much arguing," and I was like, "Well, this is not the show for you because that's all we meet here to do."
That, if I can,
Yeah.
that was one of the most productive chains that we've had in a while because
really?
it started there and we've come to a full resolution. We have a plan on how to move the show forward in the coming weeks, and Constance is approved. So,
Oh my, I was worried we lost her.
no, she's in.
Okay, I only read halfway through the thread. I didn't see the ending.
We're all
have it.
taking
Do you want to read
bottles.
the whole thing, or do you want me
We're
to
all
read it?
taking bottles to the face in the coming weeks, but we got to keep her. She's sticking around for it. She's most excited about me getting smacked in the face. But
By the way, that makes two of us.
whatever, I'll take it. One for the team.
Constance says, "You would have over 100,000 followers if this podcast wasn't so adversarial. It doesn't all have to be an argument. We can have fun too." And I was like, 100,000? I agree with everyone here. These are the best, smartest ding dongs I've ever hung out
That's
with,
right.
and I'm in on all of it. And she said, and Mike said, "That would be the worst show ever. Also, we are having fun." And Constance said, I doubt less arguing would be a bad thing, but at least you're having fun." And then Truth chimed in and said, "I have the opposite opinion." She said, "I don't think there's enough arguing."
And she's truth for peace.
For freedom.
So
It's all
if Truth
it's
thinks
Freedom
this-
Nation. We love America here too. It's Freedom Station over here. I want to see it get physical, but Hollywood style. If they could purchase a few of those beer bottles that break over someone's head without anyone getting hurt, I think that's the direction we should take the show in, just for shits and gigs. And then Mike wrote, "I'm all in on this. I've always wanted to bust one of those over someone's head. I'm sure Nat and Court would love to try it out across my head too. Let's go." And I didn't see Mike's comment, so I basically said the same thing. I'm like, "Oh my God, I would kill to blast Mike with my drank." Would kill. And then Constance says, "Now that would be more entertaining than all of the fighting." And then she said to Truth, "Sounds like you're really fun at parties." But my favorite part was when Constance said, "I doubt less arguing would be a bad thing, but at least you're having fun." Because it reminded me of when my grandma Evelyn, who recently passed, R.I.P. Grandma, love ya. She gave me this really nice piece of furniture, which I of course sanded down and painted like some ridiculous electric blue color, and sent her a photo of it, and she was like, "Wow."
That was Chippendale.
She was like, actually, it was that. Now it's green, but it was like electric blue and
I
like
remember
shiny.
this, yes.
And she was like, "I'm glad that you're enjoying it the way that you enjoy things." Like it was just like you really channeled my grandma there, and it brought me back to something, and it was really nice. So,
But wait, Constance, if you're still here, and I really hope you are, just chime in because I didn't get an affirmative "I'm here for next week's episode" from Constance out
Mike
of that.
just took that. Mike was like, "No, she's in."
She'll be back.
Okay. Well, I don't disagree with that. I would like a here confirmation. Just
Yeah.
put your little emoji hand up.
Present.
Yep, that's right. So I am not trying to start a fight, Constance, Connie. I feel like now we're friends. I can call you that.
Connie.
This is why Craig gets the brownie points. He's the best house on the HGTV block, okay? Where he's like, "I called my therapist. I realize this isn't the best of me. I want to do better." And you know what? I believe that he has seen that therapist.
I do too, and I don't know what else you want from a guy.
Listen, I do too. I think he's probably went there and dropped off the engagement ring and then went straight to the therapist. Probably snuck in a bar exam in between. Maybe sewed a few quilts.
From someone who wants to see growth, he refuses to see Craig's growth.
For someone that wants to stay friends with Chrissy Sheeks.
Christy
Just
and
let the garden host the party and have fun, man.
I know. Come on.
Listen, I do truly think it's lovely that you guys think that Craig is, and is just this God sent piece of perfection that has made miraculous progress since Paige left him. It's you guys are like it's amazing. It's amazing that everything this dude does, you guys are like, and then and then he did this.
Listen,
and then did you hear how cute his little fart was?
Do you have your therapist on speed dial, Mike?
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Listen.
Come on.
All I'm saying is that Madison
prove my point for me.
Madison confronted him with all of her concerns. She left that conversation satisfied.
Yes.
If you think that you are a better judge than Madison,
LaCroix, you can walk yourself off.
yeah. I just want you to challenge Madison to her face and say, I think that you took
Are
that.
an amazing reality TV star who comes and shows up and does her job just like we've been saying since she came on the show. And now it's not that. Now it's genuine Madison who is truly changed and touched by Craig's honesty of like,
She would have said otherwise.
Yeah. No, I think she, two truths. I think she.
High on this.
I want to
dude.
know what you want from him.
I don't care. I don't care.
No.
I don't need anything
You don't
from
know.
Craig.
No. I want to know what you wanted him to say or what you would like him to do for the rest of the season. What is going to
Nothing.
get you?
It doesn't.
There's nothing Craig could do.
For what? Like I have a comment that I think is hilariously funny.
Mike was right.
No. When I was
agree with
like,
Mike.
I don't, you know what this is? This is, we used to watch The Bachelor and Bachelorette all the time. And I never watched it. Natalie did. And then I started watching it. And after like 3 or 4 seasons, I was like, oh, there's a full-blown Bible for this show. It's the same. Every episode is the same in every season. This is episode 7. That's where the 2 people go and they go on the double date and they fight. And one person, like, it's the same. It's the exact, it's a format. It's literally the same every year. The only thing that changes are the people. But the same things happen. The same characters are cast. The same story is told.
That's because the process works.
Trust the
Yeah,
Trust
but
the
that's
process.
sure.
No,
but
I'm kidding. It's
no,
the
but
line.
it doesn't work on a Southern charm, right? So but that's what's starting to happen, right? It's the same stupid shit. It's the same stupid lies. It's the same stupid storylines. No one's progressing. No one's doing anything different. Where in the beginning of this show, it was different. Every season was a little different. The first season, we got Thomas Ravenel and his fucking run for governor and his crazy videos and Whitney trying to produce that. And then it was Catherine and the pregnancies. And then it was Whitney and like every season was a new thing that was happening when this show started. And now it's the same. So I don't care about Craig that much. I think no one's going to believe that because the comment was like, I got a giggle out of Mike saying, I don't hate Craig. I'm just trying to explain why everyone else does. And then she was like, you doth protest too much, which is like, yeah, sometimes. But I do get that feeling that I'm the one sitting here being like, you guys are just taking it, right? Okay, cool. And now at this point, I don't want to. It is getting silly to fight about a thing because it is politics. There are Craigers and non-Craigers and Democrats and Republicans, and there's no changing anybody's mind at this point. There's not.
No, there is.
Cool.
Natalie has a comment.
This is the exact, this is it. I'm literally trying to be like, I finally agree with you and you're going to disagree with me. This is Craig in a nutshell.
That was Cassidy Klinkhammer, by the way. That said that comment, which I had to read, and you read it for me.
We just have this like last little bit where it's kind of like the Sally, Craig hooking up, Venita's leaving, whatever. And, you know, when she's leaving, Sally's in the pool and Venita said to Sally something along the lines of, you're doing the most right now. Like you're being real extra. And Sally, I think, says in her confessional something along the lines of, you being cordial to Craig is no different than me like having fun with him in the pool. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you're not just having fun with them in the pool, you're stooping in the hot tub. And it is very different than her being cordial to this guy. And you're just trying to, it's why I keep saying with Sally, all roads lead back to boy with her.
Yeah.
She's just boy crazy. She's not stupid. She's not a moron. She's just boy crazy. So everything she does is going to be an effort to get into Craig's pants or Corey's or Austen's or whomever she's got, the hard eyes for. And by the way, I don't care. I just want her to own that a little bit more, where it's like, listen, I am single and ready to mingle and I want to hook up with all these dudes. If she said that, as opposed to just being like, no, we're just hanging in the hot tub. We're just, all these clothes, it's so heavy to carry this pile of Craig's clothes because all of these are Craig's clothes. And that's just not the case, to Mike's point. When we're at the end of the episode and they kind of, well, number one, I just would like to say, I would like to have all of those days where it's like you're taking the golf course to the country club to get lunch, to do whatever, having beers. That sounds great. I'd really like that life. I could fit podcasting into that life. I could podcast from the pool. Pools and pods. Great. We got a new show. They alluded to the fact that they have hooked up. So it's like, Sally's just kind of confusing me with her game, I guess. And I also, last thing, and then I'll shut up for a minute, is Sally seems like one of those people that, the Jen O'Toole quote that people will seem needy until their needs are met.
Yeah.
Sally's one of those people that if she was in a really great relationship, I think all of a sudden she would be someone that I actually could be friends with, or someone that would be president of the PTA and doing a great job. She just has all of this like nervous dog energy that she's like got to get out of her. And the nervous dog energy just needs to be taken on a run once a day. Sally just needs to have the affection and attention of a dude all the time.
I think that because she says something about how both of her sisters are like married. I think she might have said they had kids. I can't remember that part, but like once she gets that, like, I don't know, maybe that her parents treat her differently because she's still in this phase and they're in a different one. Like, she might just be ready to get into that so badly that it's actually counterproductive. It's like putting off a really like harsh vibe out to where when somebody said to her, if you want to be a wife, act like a wife. And she's like, why would I act like a wife though when I'm not?
Yeah.
And like, I understand both sides of that. Like, no, dress for the job that you want if you want to be someone's wife. And I'm not, and I as I say that, I'm like kind of gagging because it's like, no, you don't. The job you want is to be a wife. Like,
no, but
like if it is something that you're really into, which God bless on that too, then do what you got to do to get that gig.
Well, this is something I always say, and I think it ties into the meaning of what you're saying is. You teach people how to treat you.
Yeah.
So if you teach people that like in this circumstance, like, no, I just kind of want to like hook up and have fun, then no one's going to take you seriously as someone who wants to be in a committed relationship. But if you say to someone like, listen, I really like you. I want to hook up, but like I'm dating with intention. I want to be with like my lifelong partner and I'm dating people to see who that is. But that doesn't mean I'm just going to kind of like be stooping all over the place.
I know. Sally, take note.
Anyway. That was it. Sorry. So does everyone agree that Sally and Craig have already hooked up?
I don't know. I can't tell because when the last time that they were in the hot tub all night, didn't she say that like he didn't make a move?
Yes, but I think time has passed.
But wasn't the second hot tub night when Charlie was there too?
Yes. I'm just saying like, I think something has happened. Something has transpired, whether it's just a smooch or a something that like, I think something sexual has happened in between her saying that in the confessional and.
What do you think?
I think it would be weird that monogamous Craig, who wants to take it slow, is now banging people in his hot tub. But that's totally
banging.
Cool. It's super nice.
No, I didn't
it's
say banging.
sweet
I
of
said a
him.
smooch.
I didn't say you did.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that it would be pretty weird that this dude that everybody's like, oh man, he just wants to take it slow. He's so sweet. Is now banging chicks in the hot tub, but not talking about it. I'm sure it's totally fine and not like story-ish or lie. Like it's just another for me, it's another check mark in the like, oh yeah, dude, you're full of shit. You either banged her and now you're being coy about it because you don't want to let it slip that you aren't actually a relationship guy and you aren't actually the dude who doesn't bang around. I don't care if you do, but you play it like you're like, oh, that's not my thing. Now it's your thing, and now what happens in the hot tub stays in the hot tub. It's just like a little hypocritical. Okay. If it did happen. If it didn't happen, great. Then everything you're saying still tracks.
Okay. The reason I don't think that they did is because I think that Charlie would get wind of that or know that, and I think she'd be out in less than half a second. Like,
Great point.
I have no idea if they did hook up, but I think that she would have told Charlie that they did because why wouldn't she? The way that you talk about how Sally acts is that she's insinuating and implying things that never even happened just to like let it like mark her territory, get a rise and whatever. So if it actually did happen, do you really think that Charlie would have been at her house that day and she wouldn't have been like, well, we did kiss the other night? You know, like it just seems
That's
like
such a good point, Nat.
Thank you very much. That's not a pro Craig point. That's just a point of order. That's just an observation that I just, oftentimes two things can be true. In this case, I don't think they can be. If Sally is a person that you say she is, she would have told someone, no?
Unless someone told her not to, because he didn't want his image tainted by late 4 a.m. bangs in a hot tub, because that's not his image. He's a romance relationship guy. So I'll bang you, but don't tell anybody about it, which is, I'm not saying that happened, but if that happened, barf on both of these assholes, because that's disgusting. Again, not saying it happened. If you're giving me scenarios,
which is most likely to you?
They banged and he told her not to say anything.
Okay. Hot take.
Megan524 said, my daughter has the same headband. It drove me crazy the whole time. This is in response to Austen wearing the headband at the party. And thank you. There were a few comments like this, and I just felt really validated. Couldn't take him seriously. It was so weird.
But he was Hermione.
I get it. I
forgot about the wig. I totally forgot about the wig, but he was wearing a wig in the beginning. He was wearing a girl's wig.
Yeah, the whole thing just didn't hit.
No, like it didn't hit. But now, like I said, the whole thing convinced me that that's why they do these theme parties, is so that when they do argue, it's still light and bright and funny, as opposed to like, oh my God, you just told this guy that he's a piece of shit, scum of the earth, and is super miserable.
Board shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot something that I want to add. I do not believe that Shep's matching board shorts didn't get there in time. Like, I think that he got him and was like, no, I'm going to wear this whole Speedo, holster gun, this stupid white. I didn't even really understand what he was wearing. Was he trying to be like the forefathers with that wig? But like,
yeah, I didn't get it either.
It was not styled in a way that would give you a George Washington look or, whatever.
When he was in that cockamamie outfit, like the cuts that they did to all the girls, I'm like, this is why Shep doesn't have gay.
Oh, and when Madison goes, I've never seen confidence like this, or something like that.
Yeah, she's like, that's confidence.
That's confidence if I've ever seen it. Yeah, God, I love Madison.
Breakerman1829 said,
Bree Ackerman.
Thank you. Or Breakerman.
She follows us on TikTok. She's
I
like my one person that like sometimes I talk to on TikTok, because like rarely anyone does.
I love this, and now I feel really dumb for messing up your name, but I'm also dyslexic, so I'm gonna go with that. Bree Ackerman 1829 said, Austen definitely went as Hermione, the girl from Harry Potter. LOL. He kept randomly putting the girl hair wig on, and he was wearing a shirt, which made it incredibly hard to take him seriously when he was arguing. And I just wanted to read it because it was to your point.
Yeah.
Ms. Sugar Shay said, not to be redundant, however, I did find it odd that Austen and Craig were literally working on a new restaurant, and not only did we not get to see them working on it, but they don't even mention it, unless the quote-unquote smart partner they have realized the catastrophe that was Schwartz and Sandy's isn't worth the TV promotion. And I wonder if it is a TV thing, or like why we don't see any of that. Because even if they're just there like in name only, still you want like your name's attached to the restaurant, you would want it to do well. So I just wonder why they don't.
That being said, though, you know what else is not heavily featured really at all? Is Sewing Down South. Like, they don't really feature anything on that show.
Yeah, that's got to be a production, like an intentional production thing.
I feel like Sewing Down South has really was last season, and like maybe they just haven't like gotten.
But was it?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we don't see events at the store. Like, he did the holiday party that one year, which I really liked. But I would like...
So other than that, we've only been to the store one time.
That's what I mean. I would like them to incorporate it more.
But he doesn't talk about it other than a work, like, oh, I got to go to a work thing. But you don't hear the words sewing down south. You don't hear the brand recognition.
Totally.
It's just Craig saying,
work.
I got to do a thing, an event, or I quilted a thing, or I sewed a pelt. Like, it's not.
I wonder if Bravo's like, you get to say it 6 times a season, use it wisely, if it's something like that.
I was thinking that like maybe Trop Hop just like wasn't something that Austen wanted to be in business with Bravo on. So he just was like, that's why they weren't talking about it. But then I saw an interview with Austen literally saying, I have no idea why the business wasn't featured. We shot a bunch of stuff. I was as surprised as anyone. I get the cuts as just not that long before you guys see it. And I was like, where did all that stuff go? Okay, I guess they had a different idea of like where they wanted to go. I also think that they decide, I think it's for Rod's boyfriend to not be a more ongoing character on this. That is such a missed opportunity that I have to believe that they go, we got 6 stories, fill them. Like, so we've got the Craig is single. Austen is
jealous. He's not
to be single. Madison's got the baby. Venita has beef. Like they fill up pretty quickly. And the show is 40 minutes after, the commercial, whatever. So I feel like they are in a riches of story this year, and they really have to be like, sorry, you're gonna have to wait. Like, Rod, I don't know if you were looking to get married this year, but if you want it on the show, you're gonna have to push it. Whatever. It seems like they have to just sort of like be careful. Sometimes they have no story, and you're like, they should.
How is that possible?
Yeah, I'm not wanting for anything right now. Like this show is giving me exactly what I wanted from everyone.
Same.
Like.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this season.
Yeah, totally.
Maggie McNaughton said, sorry, girls, I totally agree with Mike when it comes to Craig. Craig still has some growing to do, but I think that's part of his charm. Not to mention, he's quite easy on the eyes. And so this particular one was plucked out because you say you're with Mike, but then you go on to say, Craig still has some growing to do, but I think it's part of his charm. His Southern charm, if you will.
And like
Not
that's
to
what
mention,
we're saying.
He's quite easy on the eyes. And I just want to ask, have you heard of my HGTV theory? I'm just saying, I'm right. And in one of these comments, I responded, I go, I'm not saying he's best of breed for the dog show. I'm saying he's the pick of this litter.
We got the Sheps,
litter.
And we got the Austens, and we got Rod, who isn't into us.
Right,
so
Rod's not in this litter.
Yeah, if Rod was into us, oh my God, Rod would be the
number
guy.
one guy in the group.
He'd be the number one guy.
But like this litter, have you seen this litter? He's the best of this litter. He's the only one not pissing and shitting on our carpets.
Yes.
Okay. Patrick B said, Austen has the worst tell when confronted by a female who is expecting a solid relationship conversation beyond his nervous tics and stuttering. He resembles a 12-year-old who thinks he is suave and then gets weaselly when things get real. Poor Audrey. Her time was wasted by Austen, who lacks genuineness. And I just think that is amazing, and Austen needs to hear it. Couldn't agree more. So frustrating.
I know.
And that's
is Patrick
why I'm
B.
so pissed at
Patrick
him.
Boren?
Yeah.
Because then they have different username.
Oh, no, maybe not. Patrick B., are you Patrick Boren? Patrick Boren, are you Patrick B.?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah. Wendy Blumenthal said, all of the guys on this show are fools. Major Arrested Development. And that's correct.
I think that's the plot.
Yeah, that could have been, that was the second choice of the title. It was either Southern Charm or Arrested Development.
Yeah.
But they were like, there's already a
It's
show.
already taken.
Yeah. A. Mandy J said, I've seen the sneak peek for next week, and I think you guys are totally right. Craig's assistant, Jack, does appear to be in love with Craig. And I mean, just besides this guy, aren't we all?
I'm going to put up some of those shots that I took. It really was just like, he's just like, but then I also think that Craig is probably so annoying in those moments of like, get the pressure washer, get the this, get the that.
Totally.
He either leaves hating himself for being in love with him, or it might just be enough to where you're like, do not ever mention this dude's name in front of me if I'm not between the hours of 9 and 6. Like, dead to me.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
A. Mandy J also said, Austen is filmed doing things for the Trop Hop brand, but doesn't get featured on the show anymore. Last year in a podcast, Austen was asked why he didn't promote his brand on the show, and he says he does lots of things, including dressing up in costumes for a meeting. but it doesn't get shown. I think it's a combination.
That's what I must, whatever podcast she's talking about is the one that I'm talking about. Yeah.
We saw Austen start his business as part of getting to know Austen, but now he's been on the show for years. We know what he does. Plus, it's not super successful, and the network probably isn't making money from it. Listen, I think if the network isn't making money from it, it's because the business isn't making money, not because the network doesn't have their finger in that pot.
Yeah. So they're probably just like, oh, using this to talk about Audrey and his relationship is probably more, you're going to get more viewers. Like you're going to, more people are sunk into that than they would be of like a beer that is basically Pacifico.
It's not Skinny Girl.
Yeah.
That's it. Sorry. Girl. In the sneak peek for next week, Craig tells his assistant to get a lot of Trop Pop for the party Craig is throwing as a form of apology to Austen. So at least Austen's brand will be featured. And it wasn't, again.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
I didn't see it, yeah.
Also, Craig, when you do that, if you say it out loud, it's cross cancels. Yeah, it's actually worse, I think. So you're doing him a favor. Just get the Trop Pop and zip it up.
That's right. Nicole Quinlan said, this might be my favorite comment from this week. Snooki and I have the same OB, which is the lady doctor.
That's so good.
And both Nat and I were like, we love hearing this.
I know. I don't know why. Like that's just one of those things where you hear something like that and you're like, if that happened to me, I would be on the horn telling everyone I knew.
Same.
Whereas I could see someone maybe I could see Sigourney Weaver out and not think to tell anyone, even though Sigourney Weaver is everything. But I wouldn't.
Driving Down Sunset 6 months ago, saw Howard. Oh no, what's his name? Oh God, he's an icon. He's in Shrinking. He was in Indiana Jones. His name
I know exactly who he is. He was the guy that was
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Driving Down Sunset.
Yeah.
No, walking down Sunset, walk past Harrison Ford, and then I hear someone say, "Hey, Harrison, you look great." He's like, but he did look great. But this is the only time I've told you.
Yeah.
Because who cares? Oh, I mean, Harrison, with all due, I love you.
Yeah. But no,
Snooki's my OBGYN.
Snooki and Teresa, if I see you, kill me after. There's nothing else to aspire to.
That's right.
This might not be that cool now that you guys have said all that, but Ken Jeong, the comedian, actor guy.
Yeah.
He was an actual doctor before he was a comedian. He was my mom's doctor. He had to call her in and be like, I'm not going to be your doctor anymore. The acting thing's working out. I'm moving to LA and I'm not going to be a doctor anymore.
Yeah, I find that really cool.
Yeah.
Would you love to get that phone call?
Yes.
Like the acting thing's really taking off.
Oh,
I can't
my
be
God.
your doctor anymore.
Dr. Waldman, get it.
You know what's kind of funny is that you would only get it for an actor because an actor has worked so hard to get anywhere that when it's happening, oh, now I get to call my 75 client roster, people I haven't probably seen for 10 years and be like, I need to have a talk with you. I need to let you know that I've made it.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I have to go. My agent's calling.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, I haven't gone to you in 10 years.
Don't care.
It just seemed like you
could call it at any moment.
Yeah.
So I just wanted you to know so you didn't think
you
the
hear
answer
from
service.
me so that I could tell you because this is great.
Who the F knows? Emily Rose wrote, I don't know. I feel like being in a relationship with Craig is actually much more complex than how he likes to present it. He's also so concerned with how things appeared versus how they actually are. And Natalie said 100. It's why he makes such great TV. We're all out here just watching the fantasy without having to deal with the actual reality of him. He gives great face. And again, yeah.
Great nipples too.
Johnny smiles that he had so many bangers this week. On the maturity scale of Corey, 1, but thank you for clarifying that. To Whitner, 10. What are we scoring the rest of the boys? And Divinely Guided said, Whitner, Rodrigo, and Brett, all 10s. Hudson's a 9. Whitney's a 4. Shep, Austen, Craig, and Corey are all 1s. I don't disagree with any of that.
It's a perfect list.
Perfect list. Harrison, what cologne do you think Craig wears? Chat, weigh in. I do agree he's a little gay, so I'm thinking it's like a sandalwood and tobacco heavy scent, but with a little hint of sweet, boozy raspberry and or vanilla. Like you want to take a bite out of him. And then he just said, bites. Which is so cute. And I wrote, I swear I was going to say the same thing, something in the musky Tom Ford YSL vein, but then Nat chimed in and said, Def Le Labo. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't know. That you said also that Paige bought him.
No, but in the Le Labo area,
yes,
but something different because it was gifted. It was Harris that said Paige probably bought it for him.
Okay, I thought it
and
was
that's
you.
why he's gonna wear it forever.
Yes.
But I just think that Le Labo is like his thing, but it would be something that we've never heard of. It's because it was a gift of whatever. I don't.
Fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Craig, let us know. What do you wear? Pat Clark said, I love that Courtney has never seen Harry Potter. Me too. Usually people give me the side eye when I tell them I've never seen Harry Potter. And me too. And what I like to remind them is it's a personal choice. And it's okay that I haven't seen it. I've never seen a Star Wars. I've never seen a lot of things. I've never seen a Indiana Jones. And one day I'll get to it. I just, it hasn't called out to me yet.
I was a nanny. That's why I saw it. I took Dylan every time a Harry Potter would come out. That's what me, little Dylan, and his best friend Vikash.
There you go.
Yeah. Otherwise, would have never seen it. It was really good though. I gotta say,
I hear it's great.
if you are forced to see it, you'll be like, I'm glad that this happened. I feel like a gift was bestowed upon me.
Yeah, like maybe I got a long flight ahead of me pretty soon. Maybe that's what I watch on the plane. And there's a few of them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a dozen.
It's not technically a roller coaster, but roller coaster rides I've ever been on is Harry Potter and Universal Orlando. If anybody's going to Universal Orlando, get on that ride.
Florida man, probably.
Yeah. Florida man, let us know. Loretta M1J said, Craig has a very bad temper, which is not appealing. And I agree. I think someone who can't handle their liquor and like has those pop off moments.
Yeah.
One, having a bad temper to me is, I don't like that at all. But especially when it's alcohol induced, I find it extra skeevy.
Yeah.
Organza Ms. Gay Vancouver said, I am queer in all caps. Thank you for Whitner. For Whitner too. He's perfect. And so I said, right? And Organza responded, he immediately gave Venita credit for the tablescape and referred to her as the queen before he gave his birthday speech. And I clocked that and I'm just like, yep. Thank you. Love.
No, I love her comment. I hate it when people do this.
Oh my, I love it. I started doing it ironically and now I love it.
Ugh.
No, you can't.
No, God, no. No. There are certain things I'm not doing it.
But it's got like a good history.
No, it's not my generation, and I'm not like lobbing on. I'm not going to be this person that ever.
Like the houses and the shows and Rome is Burning back in like the 80s and 90s. It's not a new thing.
What?
It's an old thing that drag queens used to do, like when they were starting all the houses, like.
Oh, okay. Well, let me tell you, the people that are doing it, they don't know that.
Yeah, Organza, tell me if I'm wrong, but I thought it came from like the Rome is Burning. Or not Rome is Burning, sorry, Paris is Burning, all of that.
Are we just talking about how people do like this, like they clocked it? Like these little,
it's because drag queens a lot of the times have long nails and they also didn't want to interrupt the shows. And so they would clap like this so they weren't with their nails and interrupting the shows. And
those kids on Love Island, they don't know that.
No, they don't know the origin. Know your history.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, it's got a great history. And now I love it. I'm queer for it. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got.
Nettie, Craig hates getting triggered, so he needs to stop drinking. That's his problem. Austen still sucks. Even Rodrigo recognizes that he's constantly throwing daggers. Jealous haters. C.S. Peterson solved our Bass Cat scat.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
It's Bass Cat.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Nettie also thinks best friend therapy is an excellent idea. I had a friend for over 20 years and the relationship became very toxic and I felt intense betrayal. We are better off apart. As they say, the person you divorced is not the same person you married, which is a great sentence.
Yep, that is great.
Individual therapy would be the best to make people better friends because triggers come from individual experiences that may have damaged that person, like abandonment issues or emotional immaturity, personality disorders, or alcoholism. The whole thing was great. But I think that maybe solo and then best friend
I was
couples.
thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Dude, Harris. Nobody loves their brother more than Harris loves his brother. My brother is 2.5 years younger than me, and we have sent each other to the hospital multiple times. He is the reason I have a deviated septum and have to get a septoplasty. I don't know what that is, but
it's your
true
brother's
love
fault.
Is basically
Isn't that
Sounds a little
job?
Alexis Bellino.
Yeah.
I'm going in anyway. I'm just going to get the hump taken out of my nose. And everyone's like, you live in Orange County. Who cares? Just get the nose job. By the way, she did have a deviated septum.
Yeah.
She also got a nose job. So the math.
Miss Chevy. Also, I think Miss Chevy changed her name to Miss Chevy to One Man Army.
It's a free country.
Unpopular opinion, but I think Craig is a great actor. I think Craig knows how to act so people will like him. He knows how to act so women will fall for him. I don't think because someone is a good boyfriend or wants to be in a relationship makes them a good person or a better person than someone else. I think people are socialized to think they should be in relationships. I'd rather hang out with Austen than Craig. There's something about Craig that I don't trust. I think Austen needs to find himself and who he is. However, Craig is an actor, in my opinion. I think he has an angry spirit that he hides behind his good boyfriend. I have to tell the truth act. Which is not that interesting because Miss Chevy and Nettie and myself are triplets from a past life. So we all think the same. But I was literally just starting to think along those same lines of like Craig's giving actor vibes from the last week's episode. Because he would say shit and then he'd kind of grin like proud that he might have pulled off a scene kind of grin. It's a weird grin. Deborah Lashley, again, Shep had his own fake relationship. He needs to shut up. This is probably pretty good advice. Rachel, one day, compounds are so back. I don't think they ever left, but I'm with you. And then Fishing Gal wrote, the word compound worries me. I'm thinking Kool-Aid may possibly served. Yeah.
No, not a Jim Jones compound, like a itchy grass compound. Like,
but they'll be Kool-Aid. Don't think there won't.
Okay, well, not the kind that kills you.
Not killer Kool-Aid, fun Kool-Aid. Oriel Thompson.
I'd love to get you some of that fun Kool-Aid.
Yeah, where we got that? Well, it's called Meteor Wine.
I was
That's
gonna
our
say,
fun
I
Kool-Aid.
feel like we had some. Yeah,
That was Barry's working name for
I
it.
know.
Fun Kool-Aid.
Oriel Thompson. I think Sally does not have a romantic interest in Craig or any of the guys, but will sleep with them for fun or relevancy on the show. But she does not want to look stupid if her friend is also pursuing Craig in a more serious way. Sally is the good time girl of the group. And that along with the I think you read it earlier, but that somebody said Sally is the female version of Shep and Austen.
Yeah.
And that moment I was like, okay, fine, I'm down with that.
Sally's also a serial monogamist. Like, she wants to just be with a dude.
yeah.
And I actually do think she
Wait,
is romantically.
Sally?
Yeah. I do think she's romantically interested in Austen.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll,
Hook up now that.
because she just needs to watch some past seasons of Madison and get that grab him by the balls kind of attitude, and she might just have a shot. Not that, listen, Sally, you're way cooler than Austen. But I'm just saying, if the heart wants what the heart wants, you do your homework.
Yeah, and she would make him cooler.
Yeah, definitely.
Zan3518. Craig may have been the one to dress up like Rufio, but Austen and Shep are the real Lost Boys who are stuck in Neverland.
Agreed.
This was a long one, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I thought it was funny because Mary Ayeka went back and watched all the Southern Charms
This is
from
great.
S11E5. Okay, guys, I finished watching all the Southern Charms. I'm now caught up. Smiley face. I need a cigarette. Even though I haven't smoked in 20 years. I need some alcohol. Maybe I need a shark tooth necklace. I don't know what to tell you, but there are a lot of late nights it took a lot of my time. My brain is fried. It just goes on and on. It's just funny. But the cigarette thing, I need a cigarette and I haven't smoked in 20 years. This show will do that to you.
Well done. I'm surprised you didn't need a shot of heroin. Like, this show can really drive people to crazy things. The Catherine Thomas stuff. God, Catherine, like a few months ago, got arrested, I think, for a DUI.
Yeah. And did some weird, I don't know. Now when I see really odd behavior happening on Instagram, I just put it all under like the Britney Spears category of like, what is happening here?
So sad.
Yeah. And I feel like she was doing some because, and she was talking in code as if we should all know what she was talking about. I was like, girl, I think you're the only one that speaks this language. I know, it's a bummer because I love Catherine and Craig really loves Catherine. Yeah. And I remember him saying on Watch What Happens, he said it, I think maybe last year at the longest, it was 2 seasons ago, but could have been last season, that he thinks there's a good shot that she'll come back. And I could hear him saying it in a way that he really wants her to come back, almost as if he was like trying to make it a thing so that all bloggers and all the media people call her and ask her if she will come back, And so it does seem like she's taking a little dip.
Johnny smiles. Austen peaked a few years ago when he blacked out at Summer House for 2.5 episodes and wasn't even a cast member.
Dude,
Way to go,
forgot
Austen.
about that. And now all I remember is him like telling Paige to get out or something of the room. And she goes, I live here. You can get out.
Yeah.
Or like, don't tell me to get out of my own house or
Was
something.
that the same summer that he made out with Lindsay at Lindsay's birthday when she was just like a fairy, but he was there to kind of also see Sierra?
Dude.
This is why I can't stand Austen.
Yeah. And who stood up at the table and was like, that was not cool, dude. Which is what any of the guys should have said.
Correct.
And he's the only one. He didn't even live there. And he was like, yeah, I got to tell you, that was not cool what you did.
Because it wasn't.
No.
And this is also why I do believe those 25-year-old girls in New York that went up to
Yeah.
Shep. Because all we've ever seen of Austen is him being a crappy partner. And I get that him and Sierra weren't dating at that point, but this is her show.
Yeah.
You're coming up here to see her. You don't need to hook up with Lindsay. Lindsay would hook up
No,
with the
you
blender at this
humiliated
point
her.
because she was hammered. And
Yeah.
it was her birthday and she just got new tits and fairy wings.
Yeah. And just to your point, Little Red did chime in and say, if that didn't happen with Austen, he would not have been so mad. He would have let it go. And it's like, yeah, duh. He would have been like, oh, okay, dude. But he made a whole spectacle about it. And that's how you know.
Shannon Fall had some psychic abilities. There's a part of Madison that blames Shep for Austen's actions and subsequently the demise of her and Austen's relationship. And then a few minutes later, oh shit, Madison just said it, commenting on my own comment.
So meta.
Yeah. Oh, Mary Ayeka Kent. Did you guys see the book? The Bucco twins are in a sitcom. They play the little girl on George and Maddie. What's that show called? George and Maddie before they're married or something?
No, I don't. know the show. I mean,
It's a sitcom. It's like a prequel sitcom to another sitcom that ran for a bazillion years. But their kids their twins are the daughter on that show.
love.
Pretty funny.
By the way, this is how it always happens. You have parents that literally grind their shit to a pulp, and then because the kids were born in LA and like they've got a little bit of a like not a leg up, but it just meaning like the parents know how to hustle, know how to whatever,
Yeah.
and now these kids are gonna have more of a career than the parents.
Yeah.
Which great. I don't. Yeah. Like, but I just hear that story a lot.
Yeah.
Mary McAndrews. This was my favorite ep thus far. I'm only 20 minutes in. I just realized, why am I always toying with the thought, am I more Courtney or Nat or Mike? Don't ever quit this. To which I responded, probably mostly Mike though. To which Courtney responded, I know we just met, but you're definitely more me. So happy to have you as part of the Showmance family.
I didn't see that or I would have jumped in.
Oh, yeah. Sandy Gordon is the one who, I love your recaps of Southern Charm. I also think Shep, Craig, and Austen are the Three Stooges, to which I wrote, maybe I need to watch this show like that because I love the Three Stooges.
Yeah, do that. Thanks, Sandy.
Constance, who you got your shout out. We sorted out your issues, so hopefully we'll get those bottles here in
He's
the next.
decided your issues have been
week.
sorted out.
Yeah.
week
You
or
can
two.
let us know if they've
Yeah.
been sorted. Thanks,
Yeah.
Connie.
Connie.
Oh yeah, Cassidy Klinkhammer is the one that was like, I love Mike's impression of Sally, and I couldn't help but giggle during his. I don't hate Craig. I'm just explaining why other people do. Thus doth protest too much. Also, she's part of Winchester.
Who isn't?
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was so funny. Teresa Mardorf, she agrees that we got about 2 more years of this, and we're just pretty much watching out of habit now, which I thought, that's
No, that
so
we
true.
got to make it in under 2 years.
Yeah.
Which
Southern
honestly-
Charm?
No,
this
Southern-
is a great season so
it
far.
really
Like, am I
is.
crazy?
No, I love it.
Yeah. I am so happy to be, and because I know the feeling of not being happy to do a show. We all know the
Yeah.
feeling, but it seems like you have the feeling still. This one doesn't stand out to you as being better than all the other crap we've been covering?
Well, what have we been covering? How
Well, I mean,
Orange County?
even the
Like-
Valley was like rough, you know, like it was super rough. Orange County was rough. Salt Lake is still rough, and we've made it a bi-monthly show now because it's been so rough. I just want you to keep everything in perspective, you know,
Yeah.
that like this one is a little bit better than what we've had.
Yeah. It's not Michelin, but it's not McDonald's.
I think it's
Um,
Michelin. I'm into. I'm
No, I think it's amazing. I mean, Michelin. Like that's Roni season 3,
Okay.
Scary Island.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Hey, Mandy J. I have a new take on why Shep may have named his dog Craig. I was thinking about it after Shep on Watch What Happens Live says he doesn't regret calling his dog Craig. Shep's family has a place and a dog named after them, And in an early season of Southern Charm, Craig commented on this. So Shep names his dog after Craig. I still think it's partially a dig at Craig, but Shep probably justifies it to himself by saying Craig is jealous we have a dog named after us. So Craig, here's a dog named after you. And I think that has Shep's weird ass brain all over it. And I think that you're 100% right on that. Also, we learned that a pram is many, many things, including a stroller, not a carriage, but also a boat.
I thought it wasn't a boat.
It's a boat.
It's a little sailboat.
It's like a John boat. It's not a sailboat. It's like a little dinghy or like a little
it is.
John boat.
It's a sailboat. It has a sail on it. I sailed them.
Doesn't matter. It can be whatever it wants to be. It's 2025.
This is America.
Yeah, it could be a fucking dog if it wants. Divinely guided. Oh, this is it. Divinely guided. Sally is the female version of Shep and Austen. I'm here for it. No double standard from my camp. And I still think she's dumb, but I also like. I've never had a problem with her banging all the dudes. I don't care. Fishing gal. If this is true, I've been to this dude's house, as most of us have been. Winchester's family has a second home here in NorCal. They call it the Winchester Mystery House. It's a bit smaller, though. Only has 160 rooms. But is this the mystery spot where like things roll uphill and trees grow all wonky? Because that's what I think of it as. I think that's what it is. And if they own that place, that's crazy. Angie Shaw. Cottage and cabins are more just the difference between West Coast and East Coast terminology.
Oh.
So it has nothing to do with logs.
It's like Taylor ham or pork roll. What do you want? People call it's the same thing, but depending on where you are in the country, people call it different things.
What was that English that you just said?
Taylor ham or pork roll?
Taylor hammer pork roll?
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I couldn't know less.
Taylor ham is only the most superior garbage meat you've ever had in your entire life. It's a roll of pork, hence pork roll, and they slice it and you fry it up and you put it on. It's a Taylor ham, egg and cheese. It's on a bagel, and it is. I'm a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for almost a decade. I think of that meat on a daily basis.
It's kind of like me and Spam.
Yeah, it is.
I was raised on Spam.
Yeah. There are episodes of Jersey Shore where they walk around Jersey and they ask people Taylor ham or pork roll. And if you call it pork roll, you're probably from Pennsylvania, and most people from a certain part of New Jersey. There's mid-Jersey calls it pork roll, but that's because they're close to Pennsylvania. I call it Taylor ham.
Okay.
Anyway, in the comments, what do you call it?
If it's anything like Spam, I'll call it Jesus.
Because it is. It's so good. You can they used to not sell it west of the Mississippi, but now you can get it on the East Coast, and they sell it at the farmer's market at the Grove.
Okay. Mandy J says, I pray Venita moves to New York and is cast for the Summer House spinoff season 2. I think I might actually like Venita if I could see her authentic self doing her actual job and having an actual storyline instead of having to coattail off of others. Have fake relationships, fake beef, and be a fake party planner. On Watch What Happens, Andy Cohen asked Molly if she knew anything about Venita and Carl from Summer House. Molly said she thinks they went on a date a couple of weeks ago. Fingers crossed it works out for Venita and Carl. I think it would be the best thing for the both of them and us. And I said to her, does the Venita and Carl, because I heard this too, and I said, does the Venita and Carl things not feel as faux to you as everything else she does? Actually, Carl too, come to think of it. And she wrote, totally, which is why it's perfect.
Yeah, then that's right.
That's totally true.
It's like, in this situation, 2 wrongs do make a right.
Yeah. Chrissy Chic says, Mike, you accuse Craig of being a whiny baby. Well, I see this as everyone loves Raymond. In this case, is Craig. You have become a big brother, Robert, in this scenario, and I am the mom. It's a comedy. Love you, buddy. High five on that, Nat. Venita's contribution in effect. Tonight we're having pasta, crab cakes, etc. It was catered. She didn't cook it. Give me a break. Sally, we don't need to know your private moments. You may have kids someday. Oh, Molly was on Watch What Happens, and it was announced that she has a boyfriend who is also a member of the band orchestra with her. And we talked about that. I'm like, we were talking about where Molly's going to find her guy, and I'm like, we have to remember that Molly has a whole other bizarro world life happening.
I love it.
Yeah, and she's probably going to pick from that pond as opposed to these schmoes.
Smart girl, Molly.
Yeah. You know what? Molly is so much more confident this year and so much more comfortable in her own skin.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to at all say it takes a man to make you feel, but she clearly has found a partner that is given her some No, I am the shit. I am worth. I can say whatever I want. I'm
Yeah.
going to call you an asshole if you're an asshole. I'm going to call you a Peter Pan if you're.
I love that.
There is something different about her whole vibe this year.
You don't think it was going through last year, feeling like she was a nerd and that everyone probably didn't like her, and then coming out of it with everyone being like, Molly's our favorite. She's the best. More band, Molly's the best.
That could be.
I'm sure it did not help, but I'm just saying, like, it is not about finding a man. It is about finding a compadre, like a partnership of like, I get this from you, you get this from me. It's just, it leaves a lot less to be wanted for, you know? So
and that could take the form of anything, I think is what you're saying. Like, it could be finding a best friend that really gets you. It could be all of a sudden like, I remember when I went to art school, to acting school, I was like, oh my God, you're all the weirdos from your school too. So just like finding your people, or in this case, maybe your person.
Yeah. I just do think there's something to be said for finding your people. Yeah. She seems happy, and Whitner's dog seems to be a Boykin Spaniel. And Shep's famous video showing him yelling and making fun of a woman who had a shopping cart of bottles, cans. I friggin' forgot about that. Plus the comment he made to Taylor at the egg toss game, etc. He's frickin' disgusting. That is who he truly is. Have you seen Relationship? He was set up with women his age, and he chose the youngest gal who never really showed him anything, or to the viewer, any reason for him to pick her. But it did not work for more than one date. It was a joke, all caps. And remember, Shep and Craig went to the winter party with the two gals from the famous video where Madison walked in on Austen in his underwear. Shep set that up, so maybe it was all a part of their breakup. I'm pretty sure Shep brought Austen into the show. I remember them talking about when they go to the bar, they are both the same height, etc., and they had history of drinking together. And Chelsea had a baby, and sadly, Tyson, her beloved dog, has passed away.
I love that dog.
R.I.P. Tyson. Anyway, I like your tree, guys. Happy holidays. Yeah, thanks, Chrissy.
I love the tree too. Yes, yes to all of that.
Yeah, yes to all of it. Chrissy gets it.
Chrissy gets
Don't cross her.
Chrissy, thank you, because that's where I can't forget. I can't bleach my memory of Shep. Where the thing with the cans and
I totally forgot about that.
I haven't. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I'm rooting for you. I want you to grow, but then you can't have these moments at BravoCon because it's not just you being in this one isolated incident. I'm connecting it to you being an elitist, being jealous, being all the things.
Yeah, totally. I just feel like I have to reiterate that I was not saying that he is a changed person. I'm saying I appreciated what he's displaying in this episode. And I think if this season he might be on to, I think someone else even says something. He didn't really have anything this season, so he's furniture shopping. Like that all makes sense too.
Rod's furniture shopping. He's just going along with it.
Oh my God. Okay, this is the greatest story ever. Okay, Eva Flavor says, oh my God, the kittens in the car. Because we told the story last week about how, he's going to take these kittens on one ride up to Charlotte and then immediately realize this sucks. Because if you haven't been around the cats for a while, you're going to think, I need to give them a place to pee, especially if it's a 4-hour road trip, because you just think like that's the right thing to do. And then you will ruin your car, not ruin it, but like it's going to get everywhere, all the pebbles and whatever. So anyway, she put, oh my God, the kittens in the car. I forgot about that. I recently adopted 3 cats from a friend who lives 3 hours away because she lost her job and had to move to a new place that didn't allow cats. Because I had to go and come back on the same day in the middle of the week, I couldn't take my time getting the cats comfortable before we put them in the carriers and in my car. I can't tell you what a horror show it was to force the 2 males into the carriers. Absolutely traumatic for them and for us. No sooner do I get on the road that I start smelling poo. Yeah. And you can smell cat poo from a mile away. It is, I don't know what you guys be eating.
I always look at my cats and I say, how could something so small make something so big?
Yeah. Minnie?
So stinky. Don't sass us.
Now I'm trapped with 3 hours to go with no way to resolve the problem because there is no way I'm going to open any of the carriers until we are safely back at my house. Okay, windows open it is. Until I get about 30 minutes from my house and there is a 1-hour standstill for construction on the Beltway around the city and I can't take the back roads because I need to cross a river with very few bridges. Oh my God, so horrible. No. I'm living this. I'm smelling it as I'm sitting here reading it. I'm zoomed in. Turns out it was the female who was the first and really easy to get in the crate that took the dump. We are all very happy family now, and they love on me and my hubby like only kitty cats can do. Dogs are fantastic too, but very different. So true.
Oh.
But our first day together was hell for all of us. Looks like we made it.
That's right.
Yeah, you made it. Congratulations.
When Shane and I first started dating, he had a really sweet little orange cat named Omaha and no tail. He was so cute. And we were going to Palm Springs and he's like, let's bring Omaha. I was like, yeah, sounds great. And Omaha he was not in a carrier because we had him in the carrier and he kept crying. So we were like, oh, maybe he wants to come out. And we open the carrier and he gets right in my lap. And he was just the cuddliest, sweetest guy. So I was just like, oh, this is so great. And then he starts like chirping up again. And I looked at Shane because I have no experience with cats at this point. I'm like, what does he want? Is he okay? Is he hungry? Does he have to go to the bathroom? And Shane's like, no, he's just never in a car. He's fine. And 2 seconds later, somebody pooped it in my lap.
Oh my God.
In my lap.
In the car.
And I said, oh God, you have to pull over because somebody just pooped in my lap. And I stood up and shook it off and didn't touch anything. And then he was fine for the rest of the ride because he had relieved himself.
Oh my God. See? It
could have been worse. He could have shat on you.
It's a crapshoot whether you should bring the litter box.
Yeah. I will say it was a very clean poo. So I was able to really just,
Wow. That wouldn't happen here. Dark Hour says, glad the man chair has a mic. Listen, I want to tell you, Shane's back on Wednesday for Salt Lake.
Just buckle up.
Play cool.
Yeah.
She can do whatever she wants.
She can. I'm just saying. Shane's doing this for free. So it'd be cool if everyone just knew.
Are some people not doing this for free or something?
Yeah. Who's getting paid?
Well, yeah,
I got paid in a Coors Light switch.
Shannon Falls says, I hope Craig chooses a vibrant painting for the brick wall. There isn't enough contrast with the neutral tones painting Charlie that Charlie was holding up. And which reminds me of Shane. When I say anything, Shane goes, I can't believe you even noticed that. And this is why Shannon Fall is going to make a great guest host ASAP. Harris says, is Craig McChrist the antithesis of Christmas? Is Craig the Antichrist? Perhaps. So consider me a sinner.
Forgive me, Father.
Sorry. Oh, and that was Shannon that said, Shep has had less spotlight and doesn't have much of his own storyline right now. Last season, he was Frecklegate. It's his off season. He's picking out furniture. Editor Danielle says, I think social media made the reality TV concept non-tenable. The tape show is a year behind the social media versions of these characters' lives, which makes it impossible to suspend belief while watching the tape show. I wouldn't be surprised if it was all wrapped up in a couple years, either because it's not making money or because the cast members want to go do something different, or both. Another reason I'm determined to enjoy this season in spite of its flaws. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle.
Wise words to be adhered to by all. Also, I think I see an age divide on Craig, and I'm on the older side of it. Might be a younger crowd out there who really appreciates Venita taking a swing at Craig. I definitely think that like the younger generations are like very much more so on the, yeah, give it to him. And I'm on the side of like, I've been here for a minute. It doesn't work.
You're on the side of, yeah, give it to me.
Yeah, I'm on that side. Yeah. And I think like because I won't say how old I am, but I will say that like even just like 5 years below me, I think people are like, no, they get it. They've been around. They've tried to take certain strategies at work. It didn't work out. They now are like, just play it cool. And then I'm old enough to be like, just get it and shake it while you got it. Get it where you can. Minnie, are you ready for Truth, for Peace, for Freedom? Woo!
We got him, but
We got him. Whitney, Patricia's son, is Cousin Gilbert in King of the Hill. If you were interested, he is on season 4, episode 6 on Hulu. The episode is named A Beer Can Named Desire. Gilbert Fontaine de la Tour d'Autorive lives in his aristocratic family's estate, Chateau d'Autorive. Maybe it's Sudler-Smith, I don't know, in New Orleans. Is that not Whitney to a T? And get this, they are both 57 years old. What are the odds? He's also on season 11 in Blood and Sauce. I've never heard of Blood and Sauce.
Whitney's 57?
I guess so. I mean, let's get real. He looks 57.
Yeah. Wow. I'm in shock. Anyway, keep going. Carry on.
Whitner's perfect. I love his ambition. I don't know how he does that every single day. I become alive when the sun goes down. So there is no way I could live his lifestyle. Again, same. I'm starting to get sleepy and ready for bed when he's waking up. I respect him though. I once rode my bicycle to work. It was 3 hours to get there and 3 hours to get home. This is also the same person who, when she was pregnant, it took her half an hour to get into the store and half an hour to walk out of the store. Boy, did I sleep good that night, but that was a one and done. I used to go to the gym 6 days a week, but it's impossible now with a toddler, and that's okay. You have to be willing to change and evolve into the next chapter of your life. Do you? I don't know if I could do it. I feel like Whitner is too normal for this show, so I'm afraid he might be a flash in the pan, much like Peter Dinklage. Wait, Peter Dinklage is not a flash in the pan? Did anyone watch? Oh my God. What did I watch that I binged it all in like one weekend?
I don't know if I've seen him in anything.
Peter Dinklage? You'd know him if you saw him.
No, I know him. I don't think I've seen him in anything. Because wasn't he in like Game of Thrones?
Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't remember it. Peter Dinklage is in Game of Thrones. He was brilliant.
I believe it. I just never saw Game of Thrones.
And I mean, he's been brilliant in many things, but like that one was the best. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think Craig is going to have a girlfriend who has slept with Shep or Austen. Sally has slept with Shep, so I'm putting my chips on Charlie. That's who Craig will choose if she's open to it. I want to say, I don't know if he gets more than just a showmance with either of them. I feel like we know.
Yeah, I don't think so either. However, every time I look at Charlie, I'm like, this chick is so up his alley.
Oh my God, they should be together.
Yeah.
And maybe they are. Maybe they're keeping it cool. Maybe they'll figure it out next season because he's in a weird spot right now. So I actually don't want him to waste her on this transitional time in his life.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I want her to get a real shot because I really like her.
Yeah, and I think that they are pretty perfect for each
Same.
other. The fight between Craig and Austen reminded me of riding the school bus, and that one kid, Austen, has a problem with another kid, Craig, sitting in front of him. So he throws popcorn at him one by one. The popcorn is basically harmless, but it's definitely meant to be disrespectful. Well, the kid being disrespected gets up and slugs him in the face and catches all the consequences of their interaction. Then Austen gets to skate away, pretty with popcorn butter all over his hands as all the kids on the bus console him. I do feel like we have forgotten that Austen started this fight.
Wait, can I just say something that ties into Salt Lake? This is like Meredith's big term this season, and I can't remember what it is, like rage shaming or like something like that, where she keeps trying to say, and it is a good point. I just don't think it's a good point for what happened with her, where it's like, you are angrier at me for fighting back, but I'm not the one who fucking flicked me over the edge.
Yeah.
Because yes, what Brittany did to Meredith was crappy.
Yeah.
But Meredith's response was so bad.
Yeah.
And I think with this Austen Craig thing, it's the same thing. People are mad at Craig for Craig's response.
Yeah.
But lest we forget, you're the guy who started it, Austen.
Yeah. Dildo Baggins.
And there's some term for it. Someone let me know in the comments because I forget what it is.
No, I remember it, but it just sounded so funny from Meredith because she was so horrible that
That's
I was
right.
like, "Shut up, Meredith." But
Real
then, like,
stretch
the point was legit.
The point is actually this.
Yeah. I wrote a poem for Shep, but it's not very nice, and I know how much Natalie loves my poetry, so I won't post it unless Shep really does something to piss me off. Consider this a warning.
That means we're going to hear it because Shep is going to do something.
I
to
know,
piss
he
us off.
totally is. And I love that Truth just gets it, that like, I just want all the comedy. I don't get the haikus and I feel like somebody else came back. I think it was Jen O'Toole. She was like, I'm not settling for this. No haiku is good. So I'll give you mine. She gave it. I love you, Jen. Haikus are lost on me. I just think they're a big giant waste of time. Sorry.
Well, that's okay. You're going to get canceled by the haiku police.
Yeah.
Guys, like, subscribe, hype, all of it. Tell your friend's friend.
Yeah.
Tell people who pay people to do what we do. We're available.
Yeah.
And we love you.
Yeah.
I got it all in.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah. We'll be back for Salt Lake and then maybe just have one show next week.
Because it's the holidays.
Yeah, it's the holidays.
We're doing what we never wanted to do to people.
No, it's true. It's true.
It's not always going to be that way. Please know it's only that way because we have other jobs. So once this is our full-time gig.
Oh my God. You'll be like, shut up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Then we'll have more to, you'll get content coming out your ears.
No, you literally will be like, I know everything you think about everything. I wish I knew less.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Great. All those UPS stories are going to
Oh
come.
my God.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.